All right, peasants. We're back on this Sunday. You feel me? Good Sunday. No sports going on right now, but we got CEO. He's not somewhere in a basement in Israel suffering water torment as me and Brandon thought. But CEO, say what's up to the peasants.
Yeah, it was good peasants. You know what I'm saying? The real show is back. All
So
right.
Brandon did hold his own. CEO, I will say that.
Yeah. I mean, listen. The B team did a decent job.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, let's see who's in the chat now. We got some early people. Hi everybody, happy Sunday, especially for Easter. Well, what's up, Jordan Francis? We got Najee in the building. You feel me, CEO? Know what I'm saying? As the peasants are rounding up, CEO. How you feeling this Sunday, this Easter Sunday, CEO? Me personally, I don't celebrate Easter, so
I didn't even know it was Easter. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, I didn't even know it was Easter till this morning.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, you just told me it's Easter. I'm like, oh shit. So
I could have sworn Easter was in March growing up. I don't know if it was always been an April thing. I could have sworn it was in March.
yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I've completely lost track of any mate. I've lost track of every holiday that's just not Christmas or like
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
or Halloween. So other than that,
Like outside of the big three holidays, I do not keep track of any other holiday.
facts. But speaking of that, CEO, a lot's going on in the NBA. CEO, you know what I'm saying? Jaden Ivey spoke out against the LGBT. He spoke out about against a lot of things, which got him cut from the Bulls. CEO, I think he's been suspended. And crazy thing is, no one's talking about it on ESPN. No one's to address what he's talking about. Some people are saying he's having mental health problems, whatever. But
Uh,
CEO, how do you assess what's going on with Jaden Ivey right now?
all right, so it's very interesting because I wish we kind of had an article up, so at least have a
Actually,
visual.
I can look one up right now.
So that's exactly what we're gonna do. But so to give people a rough idea uh of what's going on, to just give us a minute. We usually get the articles beforehand, but we were kind of rushing it this
Didn't
time.
this happen last week? So like last week you weren't here, so
No, I mean it happened not last week. It happened early this week,
yeah.
like Monday when you guys after you guys did the podcast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this asshole couldn't wait. Whatever. Oh, here we go. Boom. Perfect. Bring this up. What's going on? Boom and boom. All right. So this is from Yahoo Sports CEO.
mhm.
Jaden Ivory, ex Piston guards, wave after hours, homophobic rants. The Chicago Bulls are waiving ex Detroit Pistons guard Jaden Ivey for conduct detrimental to the team. The organization announced Monday, March 30th. Since being shut down for the season Thursday, March 26th, because of lingering knee issues, Ivey, who's 24 years old, has gone live on his Instagram on 3 separate occasions to rant about his religious belief and other issues. Several comments he made in reply to fans have since gone viral, including to Catholicism as a false religion and telling a fan that God does not hear your prayer if you are a sinner. But the final straw for the Bulls appeared to have to come Monday morning when Ivy took again to social media, this time targeting the LGBTQ rant, Pride Month, and the NBA's association efforts in a 45-minute long rant. And I believe this is what Ivy was saying. The NBA, they proclaim, they show it to the world. They say, come join us for Pride Month to celebrate unrighteousness, Ivy said on his live stream. Ivy has spoken in the past about dealing with depression. The number 5 overall pick in 2022. Ivy was sent from the Pistons to the Bulls at a trade deadline, February 3rd, this last trade deadline, in a 3-way trail, also involving Minnesota Star, whatever. Ivy appeared in 4 games of Chicago. Okay, whatever. This is going on about his basketball career, and that's really it. So,
All right. So the gist of the story is and by the way, I think I heard the original audio. What he said wasn't like
egregious.
egregious, right? Exactly. It wasn't like, oh, these queers and I hate them. It was more of a it was more of a he was just saying non-righteous and all the religious talk you usually hear from people.
Yeah.
Like this isn't really anything new. Now, this issue is slightly complex, right?
Hmm.
And what I mean by that is like don't worry, like I hate this from all around. Now, let me just say this clearly. Does technically the NBA have every right to do what they did? They do, right?
Uh-huh.
As a company, they get to choose who represents, I guess, their brand or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So, like they're well within their right, just like any employer is well within their right to do what they want to do in terms of like how certain employees are representing the company. Now, the issue here doesn't stem from whether the NBA has the right to do it. The issue here stems from the blatant hypocrisy that the NBA has, again, has shown consistently, just day in and day out, to the point where it's like they're no different. Like there's no difference, and I'm going to say this abundantly. This is why there's really no difference in terms of like the NBA and NFL, right? When it comes to uh, like egregious acts of hypocrisy and things of the sort. Now, I know people argue, well, like if like trust me, if the NBA had the NFL's like cult members or like staunch support, they would act exactly the same way because the brass in the NBA, including Adam Silver and many of the owners, are complete utter tools, and it like they make they only care about they don't care about anything except money, and they only care about keeping optics so they can seem like inclusive, and so they can seem like they're pro diversity and all this shit when they're really not. They don't give a shit about moral or ethics. And this is how I know exactly why the NBA does not give a shit about moral and ethics, because apart from like religious freedom, which again, the First Amendment is just for, because sometimes people like say, oh, but he has a First Amendment right and all that. But yeah, I mean that's for specifically for the government, right? So
Right.
it has nothing to do with private businesses. There's no freedom of speech within a private business. Okay, so you can't say whatever you want to say. You don't have opinions uh, outside of what the company thinks. So those are, and this is why a lot of people like being entrepreneurs, because they don't want to work under other people's ideologies. So that's one, like that's so people understand. Now, the NBA doesn't believe in the concept of free speech. They don't. Obviously, I think most businesses don't believe in the concept of free speech, which kind of makes sense. I get it, because it could go sideways the other way, but at the same time, it's like, can we get some at least semblance of consistency, and can we get uh some kind of like no more double standards, and the double standards here apply with the NBA and all these major sports leagues consistently, because when it comes to things like superficial issues, so what I mean by that is we all know that religion en masse, whatever, apart from like, I don't know the specifics of religions like Hinduism or Buddhism, right? Or what their beliefs are in terms of homosexuality. I have zero knowledge on that. But in terms of the Abrahamic religions, which are the most dominant religions in the world, everyone knows them, the Muslims, the Christians, and the Jews, we all know that the core ideology conflicts with being homosexual. That is just that is like, who does not know that, right? So that is common sense. When you're looking at the demographics of the world, most of the worlds fall into one of those buckets, whether those are mainly Christians and Islam and Muslims, which make up the vast majority of the demographic, and the small sliver of Jews. If you look at the text, the Old Testament, you know that whether it's the New or Old Testament, right?
Hmm.
Like it does not agree with homosexuality, right?
No, don't
So
ignore that though.
what?
Don't ignore that though.
No, they'll ignore that. But that's the thing. They can't. I'm not saying like if you're a super Christian or whatever the hell, that you should like go around fucking throwing rocks at homos. Like
Yeah.
no one's advocating for that type of religious extremism. By the way, this is one of the primary reasons I don't fall. I believe in God and I trust in God, but I don't believe in religion. But for those individuals that do believe in religion, that's the majority of the country. Like I said, they fall into those three sectors. So when the NBA talks about like inclusivity and all that shit, well, I mean, the majority of the people are religious, and I think that the majority of the people, even Christians or whatever, like they know for a fact that their Bible or their book of worship says that homosexuality is incorrect. And yes, it matters the way you say it. But when I looked at the video, I didn't see Jaden Ivey saying anything like super agree. Like he said, it's unrighteous or that the NBA is doing some unrighteous things. Like that's vanilla as fuck. So to the degree that you could take that kind of language, that was vanilla as fuck. But before I continue, because I have to get to the second part of my argument, I just want to hear what your take on it is first. So,
well, on a surface level, I agree. The NBA has the right. And from a business perspective, I agree with the NBA doing what they're doing because let's be for real, CEO, the NBA is a leftist company, and we have someone doing something like that, you're hurting business. So from a business perspective, the NBA did the right thing. Now, I want to say this. I don't know if you saw this interview, CEO. Jay Ivey came out and said when he was younger, he was unfortunately molested as a child. And CEO, and this is stats wise, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of people who are gay, unfortunately, went through something like this as childhood. They were molested, whether it's by a woman, man, whether it was a boy or girl, statistically speaking. So, with that being said, maybe that stems from what he's talking about, but I want to say this right now. People, CEO, me and you, we make jokes or whatever. We talk about our beliefs. Me personally, I don't give a fuck what people do in their personal lives. As long as you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you personally. And I do believe we can live in a world where you can disagree on someone's beliefs, but always be respectful. I'll give you an example. Let's just take away from sexuality because, we know why, but sexuality triggers people, CEO. Me and you can agree on this. I don't agree with people smoking and drinking, especially smoking weed. I think smoking weed is a negative. But if you want to be a fucking idiot and smoke weed on your day off, if you want to smoke every fucking day, go be at it. As long as you're not pressuring me to smoke weed or saying you should do this, that, and the third, be at it. Do I agree with the lifestyle? Do I agree with the belief? No. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and belittle somebody or fucking kick somebody in the fucking balls because they want to smoke weed. That could be applied for anything. With that being said, Jaden Ivey did not say anything egregious. And I'm going to keep it real with you, CEO. I think ESPN's disappointed. You know why? It's because ESPN wanted – you know what ESPN wanted, CEO?
Yeah.
They wanted him to say, oh, fuck these fags, fuck these queers, fuck the LG. They wanted him to say that so they can belittle him, right? But the fact that he said, homosexuality's, unrighteous, that's all he really said, to be honest with you. ESPN really can't come at him for that because they will they will get so much backlash because people will look back and say, what did he say? Even if you disagree with him.
Yeah.
You can sit here and say, he said it respectfully. He didn't say anything beyond crazy. But at the same time, I do think this is a good thing for Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey, clearly your beliefs are in line with the company. This is a blessing. You can go play somewhere else and be more happy. You might not make the money, but you know what? You'll be morally and spiritually happy. And I feel like that's more important.
Right. Now, getting to what you were saying, because you made multiple good points, especially when you were talking about people's lifestyle, because people tend to not understand because people think in binaries. So if someone says, oh, I don't believe in, let's say, a homosexual lifestyle, or I don't believe in smoking and drinking or whatever the hell, right? Obviously, one takes more offense to the homosexuality because they deem it as a core part of who that person is. But at the same time, I think that most people think that people who say, okay, I disagree with this lifestyle or I disagree with that lifestyle. For example, there are people that, for fun, they like to throw themselves off of bridges. All right. I mean, they like to jump out of planes, right? They They like to like stand on a top of skyscrapers with like 1 inch from falling off. Like I think like that's just do I agree with the lifestyle? No, I think it's retarded, right? So, but do I think that like there should be like severe consequences, like we live in some kind of theocracy and in which if you were found to be a homosexual we should stone you to death? Like that's what people are imagining when people say, oh, we disagree with that lifestyle. They think automatically that most people want them stoned to death or whatever the fuck, right? So there is two different types of camps, right? Which I think the majority of people who are Christian are like, oh no, I don't believe in that lifestyle, but that doesn't mean, oh, I want to like punish you for it, right?
Yeah.
So those are two different camps. Like very few people are like, yeah, I want homos to go to jail, right? Like very few people believe that kind of mindset, even though that's how it's interpreted by the people that get offended by these things. Now, when it comes to the NBA specifically, and I didn't know that Jaden Ivey was molested. By the way, I'm not sure if it was a man or a woman. I
He
have no
didn't
idea.
say. He didn't say. He just said he was molested, so we don't know.
Right. So, listen, when it comes to the mental health aspect, this actually makes the NBA look worse, right? Because
Mhm.
the whole point, the whole premise, we know what the premise is. The NBA does not give a fuck about moral or ethics. They only give a fuck about what they deem is going to affect their bottom line. Okay. So, but what they're masquerading their true intentions is they're basically saying, oh, well, we want to be inclusive. We want to do our pride nights and our basically celebration of fucking, which is the weirdest thing on earth. But we want to do that. And the reason we cut Jaden Ivey, or the reason we deem it unacceptable, is because it's moral. It's basically the argument boils down to it's morally unethical to to exclude certain groups of people from feeling welcomed in the community, right? That's what it all boils down to. And again, this is hypocritical by the NBA because they're trying to basically say this is a moral and ethical issue, right?
Mhm.
And by the way, like if we're talking about moral and ethical issues, the like the double standard hypocrisy, right? Because they're not consistent on everything. Like if, for example, and I think somebody brought this up. I'm not sure who, I forgot who it was, but when it came to like the Bulls situation specifically with the Josh Giddey situation where he slept with an underage girl or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the specifics of that certain case. Maybe there was something that redeemed him and or whatever. But
He was found out guilty.
all right, he was found not guilty or something. I have no idea. Like I heard reports at the time that the girl's parents or something basically
Okay.
okayed it or were okay with it.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, like, I don't know. Basically, I think the parents said like it was her fault or something. So it was something along those lines. So whatever. But what I'm trying to say is like the John Morant situation, the embarrassing the league with the whole baby mama drama bullshit that people like Zion and fucking
Anthony
or
Edwards.
or cat or not cat or ant, right, do with the whole
Yeah.
like abortion thing and the whole like he's okay with aborting his kid and shit like that, like the whole like all that mess and drama, like that's acceptable, right? Like, and if you put these things side by side, I think you can, if you're looking at it from a moral lens, you like the other things are way more egregious. The fact that Anthony Edwards was okay with like aborting his kid, right? The fact that John Morant like wants to be a gangster or whatever the fuck, right? The fact that Josh Giddey probably slept with knowingly someone that was underage. So like those things are a lot more egregious, I would say, than someone saying what basically referencing the Bible that homosexuality is it's not a righteous thing, which again, by the way, in ESPN, you're right, it doesn't like it specifically because a lot of the people that watch ESPN are either like if blacks, right, and like hillbilly rednecks or some shit like that, right?
Mhm.
Like those are the main viewers like that still watch that shit. or like the boomer generation that still watches sports or whatever the fuck. But they have a good black audience because they pander to blacks for like the past decade. So basically, a lot of black people agree with Jaden Ivey because a lot of black people are fall under the Christian category, and a lot of them, when you get down to it specifically, were brought up with the belief that homosexuality is not a good thing. Like, isn't that the norm within the black community? I mean, like, so they can't go against it because their audience, like, if you look at any ESPN video, especially the one where Stephen A was going off about how, like, I'm not, like, he was basically carrying water for the NBA, like a little good tap dancer and shit, right? And then you can look at the comment section. All of them were talking about how Stephen A is a fucking tap dancing clown and this and that. Like he works for Master. Like these were the comment sections of all ESPN videos that touched on the Jaden Ivey situation. You know why? Because Black America falls under the Christian category. That's just the way it is. Like, that's just a factual statement. Like, yeah, are there some people, black people, atheists and whatever? Yeah, but those are the minority, right? Like, the atheist populations are usually mainly white people, okay? Like, atheist populations are mainly white people. The black population that watches ESPN, which is probably a good chunk of their viewership, even if they're leftist, theoretically speaking, when it comes to biblical shit like homosexuality or anything like that, they will definitely stand with another black person who brings up the Bible. Like, if you've been around the black community for long enough, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. All right. So, like, ESPN can't do anything with it, like you said, because of that. Now, I just want to point out something specifically about the lack of morality that the NBA has. First of all, if you truly think that Jaden Ivey has mental issues, the correct thing would not to cut off his livelihood, right? The correct thing would have been like to sit him down, talk to him first, try to tell him, are you in a good mental place? Are you stressed out? What's going on? This is coming out of nowhere. What exactly is going on? And can we help you in certain situations? That's what a morally ethical company would do. But again, the NBA, the Bulls organization, is nothing like that, right? They're not morally ethical. They only care about their bottom line. And to prove that, let's talk about moral and ethics when it comes to some of the most egregious things within our society currently. Dan Gilbert, owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, also founder of Quicken Loans, is a supporter of the state of Israel and has donated money to Israel. Mickey Arson, owner of the Miami Heat, Israeli-American businessman, obviously supports Israel, funds Israel and all that shit. So these people in the high echelons of the NBA are okay with supporting a terrorist, a death state, right, in Israel, a state that has murdered children, a state that has kidnapped children and abused them. It's a state that has legitimately, and this is everything I'm saying is provable, you can look it up, has kidnapped children and basically tortured them in front of their parents with by pressing cigar heads into the kids' legs, leaving burn marks on children. A state that bombed a school within inside Iran that killed 100, a girls' school that killed 100 little girls. Like, all these terrorist actions, and of course the genocide in Gaza, all these terrorist actions, your NBA, you're supporting, your owners support. A lot of the players that claim to be Christian, like Stephen Curry, has connections to investment groups that donate and have been through his investment group. It was like Penny Jar Capital, participating in funding rounds for Zarfran Security, cybersecurity, and that they were startup by Israelis. So, and this is why Steph Curry, the AK Christian, Lakud James, as they call him, Israeli James, basically talking about nothing but pleasantries towards the state of Israel. and also has the same connections through investments. And these are the pillars of moral and ethics and role models that we're supposed to take seriously about inclusivity. How about where's the inclusivity for the children that the state that you fund killed? Where's that inclusivity? All right. So I don't want to hear any moral or ethical arguments from the NBA. They have none. They can't provide any moral or ethical arguments. They are a parasitic organization, just like the rest of them, like the NFL. They don't give a shit about their customers. They only give a shit about their bottom line, 100%, and they don't give a shit about doing right by any of their fans. This is just the fact. And Jaden Ivey is just the most recent development, showing us exactly what they think of normal players, showing us exactly what they think of their personnel, that they would willfully just cut them off and treat them like trash, even if they're going through some kind of mental collapse over something that isn't egregious, because they have no morals, they have no standards. Adam Silver is a disgrace, always has been a disgrace. Looks like a sickly fuck. Looks like I forgot that. When you watch SpongeBob, right? You watch that episode where there was like that creepy little vampire that turned on the lights and off the lights.
Yep,
you remember? Like Nostradamus or whatever the fuck that nigga. He looks exactly like. All right, that nigga is what Adam Silver is. He's exactly just like the rest. So that's my take on the situation.
Agreed. Adam Silver is a clown. This doesn't shock me that he was cut. What's up, Josh? What's up, Master J? Saw you guys come in. But I mean, listen, when it comes to that, it is what it is. Just today, Jaden Ivey was in Chicago preaching some Bible verses for Easter. So I don't think this is a mental health thing. I feel like maybe, I have my conspiracy CEO. You know how I feel about the MK Ultras. You know what I'm saying? Right. But putting that aside, I don't think this is a mental health thing. I just feel like he was just speaking his mind. And unfortunately, you can't speak your mind if it's against company brand, if it's affecting the bottom line. And that's what Jaden Ivey suffered, unfortunately. Very unfortunate.
Right.
So we'll see about that. We'll see how this plays out. And I honestly feel like the NBA probably did this because playoffs are coming up, CEO awards are coming up, so they don't want any distractions from that, So
I mean, the best thing the NBA could have done was just ignore it and pretend like nothing happened.
Well, they can't do that. That will affect their sponsors, CEO.
Like, it's just bro. It's like these organizations have no backbone, like, at all, and it's just an embarrassment.
Maybe CEO. Maybe we're looking at it wrong. Maybe they don't agree with. Maybe their beliefs. They believe in the stuff that Jaden Ivey was speaking out against, and it offended them. Maybe we're the wrong. Maybe morality's a subjective thing. Maybe they feel like his morality's wrong, their morality's right. CEO. Maybe we're the idiots here.
No, I mean, their morality consists of getting offended over a very mild religious take, and basically supporting the death of children overseas. That's their morality. And
you know what, CEO? It's not out the possibility realm that they believe that. I'm not even trolling you. That's what they probably believe. These are billionaires, CEO. Think they give a fuck?
No, I mean, I agree. They could very well believe it.
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying I'm just looking at it from the other side.
No, I agree. Like, I think that some of them do hold like these beliefs, like they have some kind of twisted moral. They're like, their moral compass is so fucking inverted that shit makes no fucking sense. Like, south is north and north is south. Like, it's basically that's what's going on with them. And the fact that they're billionaires probably doesn't help, that they're, out of touch and fucking in connection with the most depraved, most sick people within our societies. So, like, that all distorts their moral compass. But I mean, it's just, I don't know. I feel like, it's just, I still don't know how, like I'm so disillusioned with how retarded like our populace is that we continue to like prop up these clowns and not just fucking like just take them off of power and just hang them. Like, I'm disillusioned. So
People love and listen, I was like this at one point too. I just realized the fact people love idolatry. Matter of fact, CEO, did you watch any of the podcasts last week?
Yeah, I watched I think the beginning of it, but not
Did you get to our Messi conversation?
no.
All right, so long story short, as the B team, you know what I'm saying? I'm assuming B for Brandon, you know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
the B team.
Yeah, BT.
We were talking about Messi. I don't know how this conversation came up.
Yeah,
Oh, it's how this conversation came up. So I said we were talking about the World Cup, just a little side rant.
yeah,
It's a line. It aligns with what we're talking about, but it's about morals. And I said Mohamed Salah from Liverpool is leaving, and I said he should come to the MLS. It will get
right.
the MLS a lot of ratings. Get more soccer stars here. I can watch soccer more internationally instead of staying up until 3 o'clock in the morning watching Liverpool or watching Barcelona, whatever the case may be. And I said Messi was in Miami because he's retiring, he's getting a check, and he's just chilling fucking bitches. And Brandon was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. How do we know he's fucking bitches? He's a good Christian, whatever, whatever. I'm like, okay, first of all, bro. I said, first of all, bro, if you want to look at the Bible, it does not a man is when a man has adultery, that means he's having sex with another man's wife, not having sex with a different woman. David, Solomon, Aaron, they all had multiple wives. So
Okay.
miss me with all that. And worldly, just speaking, male species for the most part are they have a lot of women around them, lions, tigers. Majority of these Muslim countries, these third world countries, and stuff like that, they have a lot of wives. He's like, no, he's a good Christian man. He stays low, whatever. I'm like, bro, you don't know this guy from a can of
Well,
paint.
like the Brandon's speaking like a virgin. Like
But at the same time, that's idolatry. You're just assuming that. Now, he could be right. He could be right. I just disagree.
He could be right, but the percent. But by the way, are like the basic understanding of human nature would make that suggestion that one of the most famous people on planet Earth, right, who happens to be male, right, who happens to play a very popular sport, and who happens to have access to millions of women, attractive women at his disposal, right?
He's in Miami.
And he's in Miami, and he's one of the most well-recognized figures in the world, and he's a man, right? Assuming he's not a homosexual, right?
Yeah.
Like the percentage of it, like if you had to bet your life, like I am betting my life that he fucks other bitches. Like I am betting my life on it. And I like to think that like anyone with a basic understanding of how men work should know this. Like, come on, I don't have to explain this. Like men are men. And listen, I'm not saying that there aren't men out there that are very like principled, right? And are very like and put principles above everything else. There are men like that out there, but they tend not to be the men who are famous athletes or famous singers or famous entertainers. Those tend not to be the men, the very principled men out there. You know what I'm saying? Like the soccer doesn't attract the most righteous men among us. Like that's not what, like, you just looking at it from a statistical standpoint, like Messi does not, like, okay, the fact that like all these people, like everyone knows, like with the LeBron situation, that he has his wife and but he definitely fucks other bitches, right?
Yeah.
Now the way they do it might be cleaner than some of the athletes who are messy with it, and everyone knows they're who they're fucking and all that shit, and all that shit comes out. But people like Messi and Ronaldo and these people, they're not just outstanding people. They know how to move, and they know how to cover up their traces or their tracks. They know they've come up with a system that lets them fuck bitches in the most anonymous way. They make them sign NDAs, legal contracts, and all that shit. And that's why you don't hear about these kind of things, right? And people in the NBA who are famous, like a lot of those people are not like smart, and they don't do NDAs, and they just fuck bitches, and that's how you hear about it. So, like, come on, bro, like it's not even idolatry. That's just stupid.
Yeah, agree. Like, no, it is idolatry because sitting here, like, bro, I'll give you I don't fucking know. I can't even give you a fucking example. But at the same time, listen, at the end of the day, yes, exactly, Master J. Celebrities don't stay loyal, especially
No.
men celebrities. And I'm just keep it real with you. Women like men who get a lot of women. That's just a fact. Listen, listen. I'm not gonna sit here and argue people's morality because, like I said, morality is subjective. But people sit here and say, well, if you're going to bring the Bible into it, the Bible's the worst place to look for a man. I got David had multiple wives. Solomon had multiple wives. Isaac had multiple women. How do you think they have all these children, people? Wake the hell up. Like, I just feel like people
Right.
don't read the Bible or look it up. They just go off of what they see on Facebook or Instagram, wherever the hell they talk about. And just from a worldly perspective, if you don't want to get biblical, the majority of male species are not. They have multiple mates. Multiple mates. This is a fact.
Uh, yeah. I mean, you have to look at basically that, like, marriage. The concept of marriage was never intended to be like the modern concept of marriage is like, oh, you find a partner or a spouse or whatever the fuck, and you fall in love, right? And like you love each other, and that's why you're with each other. Like that was never the original like foundations of marriage. Like historically speaking, like marriage is a social contract, right? It's basically something where people back in the day, like historically speaking, were like, okay, this is how we transfer wealth from one family to a different family. This is how we keep wealth within like certain structures. This isn't like marriage was never about love. That's more of a modern concept. So when you look at the Bible and you see like Solomon and all those people back then, like marriages was never about love like that.
Agree.
So like, yeah, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with men like having multiple women. Like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. The argument that I've always made was what's inherently wrong is deception, right?
Yeah.
What's inherently wrong is telling your significant other, spouse, or whatever the fuck you call them, basically telling them that, oh, I'm going to give you exclusivity while you basically go behind their back and fuck other women, or vice versa. Basically, deceit. That's the immoral action, is basically lying to your partner and making them believe one thing when you're actually doing another. But if you're upfront about it, that's different. I always made that abundantly clear.
And also, I want to also make this distinction too. Deception's one thing, and then also embarrassing your partner. I think Kevin Samuel said the best when he was talking to these bitches who want a high value man. He's like, listen, you got to make rules saying, listen, if you're gonna do whatever you gotta do, keep it under wraps. Don't embarrass me and the family because that's bad for business. And that's why you don't hear about Messi, LeBron, whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. Like the fact that, like, listen, Messi could be a loyal man. I'm not denying that. But I'm being realistic. The guy is a billionaire CEO. Other than maybe active players CEO, can you name me 5 active players that are more popular than Messi? I can probably
And
name you 2. Maybe Ronaldo and LeBron. And LeBron's a stretch. Just letting you know.
that's a big stretch.
That's a
Like,
huge stretch. Other
like
than Ronaldo.
maybe like not in modern era. Maybe like
No, we're talking
Jordan
about
in his
active
prime.
players. Just active players.
Yeah, no, not active play. In order for you to compare like Messi's popularity, you have to go back to like I don't know, like Jordan in his prime or something like that.
Jordan or Ali or something like that.
Yeah, you're not gonna find it in like no one, like, yeah, like LeBron probably comes close in terms of like other sports figures, not within soccer, right? Like Ronaldo. But I'm talking about like other sports figures. Like there's no one in baseball that's touching that popularity.
Nope.
There's no one in football that's touching that popularity.
Nope.
And like the only person that can maybe touch the popularity is like a basketball player, maybe, but that's like a super fucking stretch.
The only one I could think of, the only one I could guarantee probably is, or on the same level as Ronaldo. And that's because he also plays soccer as well, too.
Right, exactly.
So, like, miss me with the whole Messi thing. I don't care what he says. Bro, you guys, like, I don't give a fuck what he says. He can say whatever the fuck he wants. He might be a good Christian man. He might be a man of God. Not denying that at all.
Yeah.
But
You
he's
know,
also human. He's also
no,
human.
if
He's a
I had a
man.
bet on it, like I'm not like like never take celebrities or anybody who has prominent like these niggas. Come on, bro. Like if you know anything about like I'm just gonna keep it a bug. Like Brandon's drinking the Christian Kool-Aid. Like let's just call it what it is. And by the way, Master J said something that I wanted to address. I think it's like the longer comment.
Oh, but if it's the other way around, you'll get mad. Your wife is cheating on you and call her a hoe because she's cheating on. Well, Master
Yeah,
J, here's the
it's,
problem, Master J. And Master
he's
J, I
comparing
know,
apples to oranges.
huh?
He's comparing two different fruits.
Master J, I'm sorry to tell you this. Well, no, I'm not sorry to tell you this. You're a bitch. Listen,
Oh,
Master J, woman and men are two different things. Men are very territorial about their woman. Men most likely are not okay with their woman sleep with other men. I mean, you might be. It wouldn't shock me if you're into that. But woman, I wouldn't say they're okay with it, but women have a good and CEO. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Women like men who are attracting other women because he must have something that they want. That's a fact. Majority of the time, CEO, men don't really want women who are getting attracted from another man because that means she's a hoe. So at the same time, Master J, two completely different things.
yeah,
We
yeah.
are
It's
two
like
human beings, and I like loyal women. That's a fact, Master J. Me too. But at the same time, you're like CEO said, you're comparing apples to oranges.
you have to understand something, and you're not gonna. What I'm saying sounds like a double standard or hypocritical, right? But if you're only looking at this from like an egalitarian point of view, right? Like what I mean by egalitarian, for those of you who might not understand, is like the only way egalitarianism point of view works. All that means is that humans are equal and are created equal across the board, right? So
Which we know is bullshit.
well, exactly, like basically egalitarianism is a utopian in its ideal. Basically it's like everything is equal, we're all equal, and in certain parts you can make arguments like that like human life should be treated as equal across the board, right? Like you shouldn't be seen as less inferior because you're black, or you shouldn't be seen less inferior because you're disabled in some sort of way, right? Like your life should be just as meaningful, and in that aspect, egalitarianism has very solid foundations. But when you're talking about other other systems, for example, like partnerships and courtship and all that shit, you can't apply egalitarianism across the board because men and women are intrinsically different in the way that they think about each other and in the way and the desires that they want from each other. For example, a man values loyalty above everything else. All right. Women value security above everything else, for example, right? So what that means is like that doesn't mean that women don't value, and by the way, security isn't only money, it's like feeling safe. Does she respect you? Like do other people respect you? Like women care about these things. Men only care about how loyal the woman is. Like that's what you have to understand. These things are not concepts of subjective reality. These things are ingrained biologically speaking. So what that means is that women find men that attract other women or that women are attracted to more attractive, right? And this is the case. And this is why when a man has a wedding ring on, he's there have been numerous studies on this that when a man has a wedding ring on, he gets more attention from women. That's just a fact, right? And that's because that is a pre-selection signal. What that means is that when you have a wedding ring, it tells other women that another woman has already vetted you, she deemed you worthy, and you are attracted to that woman. So she therefore finds you more attractive off of that simple fact. Whereas a man doesn't have that same instinct. A man does not find a woman attractive if she's been pre-selected by other men. Like men do not function in that capacity. And matter of fact, men prefer women who have almost no experience. Men prefer women who are not experienced with other men, right? Like these are things that are biologically ingrained because a man wants a woman to be loyal because biologically speaking he wants to know that his child is his biologically so that he can continue his bloodline, because continuing your bloodline is your biological instinct that is ingrained within you. Like you want a child to pass on your genes, you want the next generation to come about, and that's exactly what you're designed to do as a man. That is not of your own volition. That is how you were programmed by God or by the universe, whoever the fuck you worship. That's how you were designed in order to procreate and pass on your genes. So a woman who's not loyal is a threat to your genes and passing on those genes. So if a woman sleeps around with a lot of men, how do you know that child isn't yours? How do you know you're not how do you know that your genes are getting passed on? And back then, that was a bigger deal than now, because back then you didn't have DNA tests, you didn't have like all these things. So like you needed to be sure that women were loyal, and that's how evolution came about. Men have an ingrained system within them that values loyalty and do not want women to sleep around. Now, women don't have that same issue, because since they carry the child, they care about security and they care about status more than anything else. Do other men respect you? What's it called? Can you provide for the child? Can you provide for her? If there's a threat, can you neutralize the threat? Like, are you capable? If they're ever in a situation where, because women are very vulnerable species, women are very vulnerable. So they seek security from a man who's competent and can take care of them in that capacity. So your question about, well, let's do a double standard, that shit will never work, because once you learn the biological principles of men and women, Master J, you will never ask such a question ever again.
And also, I just want to say this as well too, because CEO brought up he brought up two good words: equality and utopias. Right? Neither one of them exist ever in society. Now, CEO, this is just a question: were Native Americans more matriarchal or patriarchal? I just have to know.
Wait, who?
Native Americans, were they, when they ruled, were they more matriarchal or patriarchal?
Patriarchal, yeah.
Native Americans?
Native Americans, yeah.
So I want to say this, right? And CEO, you did studies on this as well too. Majority of matriarchal societies, which Master J wants to live in, have failed. They failed. They suck. They're garbage. Or CEO, correct me if I'm wrong, if there is a quote unquote successful matriarchy, if you dig into this history and who's supporting it, it's men. So please miss me with the whole, there's no such thing as a utopia. There's not.
No, I agree with yours, Jay, and you made a good point in this, right? People need to stop looking at this from the perspective that men want to control everything, right? Yeah. Because that's the main root cause of feminism. Now, are there some controlling men that are very, like whacked out and shit? Of course. But what I'm talking about is, like, believe it or not, there are a lot of men out there that would be happy for a woman to pay for everything. Yeah. That would be happy for a woman to take care of them like their fucking mom. All right. So, like, there are a lot of men out there that enjoy that, but can never find that. And you have to understand something from a biological perspective, Master J. And by the way, there are exceptions to the rule. Like, no one's, like, this isn't universal, but it applies to the vast majority of the population. Like, when you talk about, like, power, this is the problem. Women want to be, and this is not me telling you what I believe is to be true. This is just a fact. Like, women want to be led. Okay. Women want men to lead. Women want leaders. Women want to look up to men. This is just a biological reality. This is not what I want. This is not my misogynistic fucking fantasy, right? Like, this is science, all right? For those of you who believe in it. This is ingrained in our psychology. Women don't want to be the one to, like, go into a flaming building and save somebody. Women don't want to be the ones to put their life on the line so her husband can escape. Like women don't want to be the ones to provide for their husbands 24/7 while he stays at home taking care of the kid. Like majority of women have ingrained, but like this is ingrained within their brains. Why do you think women like tall men, for example, right?
Exactly.
This is proven within every single society around the world. This is not a Western conception, but why do? And I'm not saying you have to be fucking Shaq here. I'm saying like women. Why do women like taller men? Right? Like why do women want to look up to men? This is why do women not like shorter men? And this is unfortunate for a lot of shorter men, but this is a fact. And the reason that is because they want to feel secure. Whether a tall man can keep her secure is another reason, because there's a lot of tall men out there that can't fight for shit. But
Yeah.
it's a fucking perception. She perceives that you can do it because you're big. Why do women like men with like more like masculine features, like your arms are bigger, your backs is bigger, you have a V taper, for example, because all those are signals of strength. If this whole idea, utopian idea of that men and women are equal and whatever, she wouldn't find those things attractive. She would find what you thought was attractive. She would find your ideology attractive. But people in the Western world have deluded themselves into thinking that we are all equal in every aspect of life, and that's just not true. And again, women, there's a reason. By the way, RJ, you know what the funny thing is? There was a multiple studies I read about this, and women, once they, because a lot of women, especially in today's society, are more educated, right? They go to more universities than men. They're graduating at a faster rate than men are, and they're making more money than men off the gate, right? When they leave college and stuff like this. Have you noticed a trend? When men make more money and they try to find a partner, and you look at the graph, right?
Yep.
Men, like all the lines go down from an income perspective, meaning that the man makes more money and he's okay getting with a woman that makes less, right?
Yep.
Less. Like they don't care, or equal. Like the lines will go. Like men don't care about that at all. Like they will. Like a man could be a millionaire. He will marry a woman that worked at fucking Burger King. All
Yeah.
right.
Facts.
So this is proven. These are scientific studies. And when we looked at the women's data, the inverse was true. Like the more money she made, the higher she tried to find somebody that made it even more. So for women who were in professions that made like six figures, or she was making like 200,000 a year, 300,000 a year, for example, those women were looking at men that the lines were either equal to or higher or than that they were making. And a lot of those women are single. A lot of those women can't find men because a lot of those women make way too much money to find men that they deem worthy. And by the way, if women did not care about your income, if women did not care about security, if women did not care about that shit, why wouldn't she just do what the men did in the graph and date down with men or other incomes? Because there's a lot of men out there that don't care if the woman makes more. They would be with the woman like that. So she can't find a partner because her options are, you have to make at least what I make or more. And the data shows that to be true. So that's
Or
not something a man created. That's just the biological reality.
CEO, if they do date down, because this is a possibility. This is true, CEO. If they
Mhm.
do date down, guess who they date, CEO? The fucking thug or hood nigga. Now, he's broke, CEO, but you know what he does, CEO? It gives her security. Whether we think that security is good or not, but the hood or thug nigga can kill somebody, which is security. Oh, if we get into something, he'll have my back and shoot this guy, beat this guy up in my honor. Just saying, people.
Right.
So,
And,
Master J, please get your head out your ass.
and by the way, I just want to point out the dynamic of a woman like dating like some like down to like the hood nigga or whatever the fuck, right? When you look at this, the first of all, that's not the majority of women, right? So
But this is a good amount.
those,
I'm not saying it's the majority. I would say it's a good
no,
amount.
no, but there is a select few of women who do that, and those type of women, uh, have some kind of like weird psychological thing where it's kind of like they want to basically it's like a maternal thing, right? Like they want to take care of something, right? So these women tend to like it's more of a maternal thing where they feel like they got to take care of somebody or build someone back up, which is a psychological thing that some women have. But when you look at the data across this is, and by the way, this is more of a you'll find that being done more. It's more of like the black woman doing that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, like when you look at like other racial categories, like not so like there are a lot less doing that. So
Well, I mean,
just
see, the hood and thug thing is really a black thing. So
right, yeah. So keep that in mind because a lot of like you won't find that type of culture within the Asians, right? Like Asian women are very like or white women are the same way, but Asian women are probably more extreme on that end. But the majority, vast majority of women uh follow that trend. And by the way, no one's forcing like you no one's forcing women to have to date someone that makes more money though. No one forces them to do
they
that.
choose it.
They choose it. Like I said, there's no patriarchal system. Like the biggest lie that I think that feminism or that ideology has told people is that the construct of patriarchy was chosen by man to oppress women throughout the centuries. When what these feminists fail to understand is that the patriarchal system was not designed by man, right? The patriarchal system was a was designed by whatever input, whatever belief system you had,
God.
whether that's God, whether that's nature, whether that's the universe, whatever input, whatever belief system you have into that, uh, evolution, whatever the hell, like input whatever you believe in, and that was the creation. Like men did not choose to sacrifice their lives so that women can live longer.
And
Men did
also,
not.
yeah, I also noticed that too. They don't talk about the things men did, sacrificed their life, went to war. They don't talk about none of that.
Like,
And by the way, CEO, I don't know if you know this,
yeah,
CEO. Back when the whole women's suffrage, which by the way, CEO, if you do it, dig because you might find stuff that I haven't found. If you do a big dive into women's suffrage, it was created by men to orchestrate society. Just letting you know. But CEO, majority of women, when this whole women's suffrage was going on, didn't want to leave the house. They didn't want to leave their child in a school system or with babysitters they didn't know. Just saying, but feminists will ignore that.
yeah. I mean, it's like what people don't understand is that the patriarchy, as people call it, is not a construct of men as a human as like part. No, there it's actually a consequence of reality, right? So men, like the roles that men have been forced through, like a lot of men don't like that. I'm sorry, a lot of men don't want to be forced to be the ones that have to go to war. Men don't want to be forced to be the ones that have to provide for the family and worry about the financial situations of the household 24/7. Like these are responsibilities that have been in a sense preordained, like have been preordained by the way that society's been constructed throughout the years. Naturally, this isn't some artificial thing created by man to oppress women. A lot of men don't. A lot of men. Uh, Now, a lot of men do find fulfillment in taking care of their families and
Yeah.
providing and being the man because, again, the way men have evolved throughout the centuries, like biologically speaking, in order for you to carry out the duties that you have to carry out as a man, like mentally, they have to program you in a way for you to get a dopamine hit anytime that you start feeling like you're the man of the house or feeling like, oh, I'm taking care of my family. Like you get dopamine hits. So the reward system within your brain is like, I like this. Let me keep doing more of this. Like all of this is pre-programmed. Like I don't know. I don't think humans really understand how pre-programmed they are. Just because you have the ability to like freely think and to like have free will, that doesn't mean that biologically speaking, you were designed to like adapt to any idea that you have in your head. Just saying.
If that was the case, we'd all be fucking burning. We'd all be fucking. This whole fucking world would be dead at that point.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Like, yeah. I mean, and by the way, I love the fact that we have free will, right?
Yeah.
And we're not just robots, but at the same time, we have free will, but biologically speaking, we don't have free will, right? There's a lot of things that are biologically speaking that we can't do, but we can think them, but we can't do them. So
Yep. Is
just
what yep. Well, it is what it is, CEO. But CEO, let's go on a positive note. You know what I'm saying? Well, Adam Silver, the filthy tiny head that he is, CEO, he's done something positive. He said the 65 game rule is here to stay, CEO, that he's not coming back on backlash. He's sticking by the 65 game rule. And he said, if you want to win MVP, you better play games. CEO, your thoughts?
no, when I looked at the list, I was almost excited. I thought they cut the games down to 65. Um, I was about to call that as one of the most genius moves of all time, but yeah. Listen, bro. When it comes to the MVP, you have to play a certain amount of games. I guess he's trying to incentivize like no fucking
No load management
no
anymore.
load
No
management
anymore.
if you care about the MVP. This is trying to target more of the star players. Like, do you care about your legacy or not?
Yeah.
Do you want those MVPs? Do you want those trophies? Well, then you have to fucking play and not be lazy. So,
And that's smart because the star players drive the ratings. People want to see the LeBrons, the Currys, the Lucas. They don't want to. They don't want to fucking see the Josh Giddies and shit like that. So,
like, the system works off of the simple fact that the only people only care about the star players that are fucking load managing, right?
yeah,
Like, because the regular players don't load manage because they can't afford to. They'll get cut.
yeah,
So they won't do that. It's automatically like role players will not fucking load manage unless like they're legitimately injured. They will not fucking load manage because they don't have that luxury. They would get cut and replaced. So uh this is only targeted towards star players because the players that tend to load manage are the ones that are always like up for the MVP discussion. So I think it's a good one.
yeah. Agreed. And speaking of that, CEO, breaking news coming in from last night: Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves will miss the first round of the playoffs this year, which means LeBron James has to go up against either OKC or the Spurs by himself, CEO. Now, do you think LeBron can go back to 2018 bronze, CEO, and carry that Laker team against the Wembanyama Spurs or the SGA OKC Thunder?
He's
By
getting
himself.
clapped by OKC.
You know what I'm saying?
He's getting clapped by OKC. If he has to go up by OKC at this age by himself, he's not making it.
What about the Spurs, CEO?
He has a better shot at the Spurs, but again, like LeBron, it would be LeBron in the Misfits again, but this wouldn't be like, generational talent LeBron. This would be more like old man LeBron that has to try to muster a comeback for at least a couple of games in the series to try to advance them until like the new generation comes back. So I don't see it happening. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he can do it.
Well, actually, no, I was actually wrong, CEO. So I was thinking of the Clippers. My bad. The wrong LA team. He'll be going up against the Timberwolves, CEO, Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert by himself. So
that's more realistic.
Now, do you think he can do it, CEO?
It'd be tougher, but I mean, it'd be tough on him. But I think that there is a possibility that maybe. But again, like Braun, at least for his standard, he's washed for his standards, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if he has it in him. He would have to basically sacrifice whatever he can give in the whole run to that one series to like prevent them from being eliminated, and then Reeves and Luka will have to just take over for the rest of the run.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
if he has it in him. Like I don't like he's just so like I think the fire burned away. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see it.
I mean, I could see him sacrificing majority of his energy for that series and then saying, all right, Austin Reeves and Luka are back. Let me play the third or fourth role and let these other guys be here. I'll just be the wise man here at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I like he could take like games off after he
Actually, I kind
secures
of low
it.
key feel bad for this dude because Luca and All-Stars were actually cooking. The Lakers are looking good, and then they go down.
I mean, yeah, I mean both of them though. That's very
It's crazy.
unfortunate luck
That's
for them.
speaking of that, CEO, CEO. Speaking of that, what should we talk about next? We talked about Jay and Ivy. We talked about. Oh, matter of fact, here's an interesting one. Here's one I really wanted to talk about last week. I already mentioned it. Stephen A. Whitlock, CEO, going back at it once again. So are you caught up to the date? Are you caught up to what happened, CEO?
No, not about this one in particular.
Okay, so so Cam Newton had Jason Whitlock on his show, and
Huh?
yeah, he had Jason Whitlock on 4th and 1, CEO, and they were
That's a very odd development.
I know. So they were talking, and Cam and Whitlock were talking about, I guess, the quote unquote beef that they had, or Cam was trying to understand why Whitlock came after him and stuff like that. Very good conversation between two black men having a conversation, even if they disagreed. Very good banter. But that's not the story here, CEO. The
All right.
story here is Cam Newton asks, and I'm going to quote Cam Newton. He said, I'll be remiss to not ask you about the problems you have with Stephen A. Smith. That's what Cam Newton asks. Basically asking Whitlock what his problem is with Stephen A. Smith. And Jason Whitlock said his problems. He feels like he's a fake, he's a phony, he's read his book. He feels like he's been installed. Now, CEO, Cam Newton works with Stephen A. Smith on ESPN.
Okay.
Stephen A. Smith, I believe Tuesday. No, Stephen A. Smith Monday said he came out and said on his story on Instagram and even on ESPN themselves, I'm pissed off. I saw the Cam Newton interview. I have to address it, whatever. And even on ESPN, he even said when they were talking about basketball on First Take, he said I have to address something on my YouTube channel about certain someone on Cam Newton's pod, whatever. Right, CEO.
Yeah.
And I'm not Whitlock. Stephen A. once again went at Whitlock saying, hey, listen, you're a fat bastard. I make more money than you, whatever. Just going at Whitlock, whatever the case may be. Not addressing the facts of what Whitlock was talking about the 6-inch screw in his knee, CEO, him averaging 1.5 in a one-game, CEO, the Winston-Salem State, and stuff like that. And also, just a little sidebar, if you want to comment on it or not, Cam Newton was very disappointed in Cam Newton for having Whitlock on the show, basically trying to control Cam, saying you can't have Whitlock on your show. Even having Ryan Clark go at him saying that's not G. Ryan Clark, because we all know Ryan Clark's a fucking G, CEO. But that's basically it. Whitlock came out and said, Stephen A., you're a fraud. You won't have me on your show to talk to me. Cam Newton asked Whitlock. Whitlock didn't engage with the whole Stephen A. talk. And he's saying, bro, you're a fake. So, CEO, your thoughts.
Listen, and by the way, I'm not here to like cape for Fatlock, right?
Yeah.
I disagree with a lot of things Fatlock does and says. So I'm not here to I like one over the other. But one thing I've always been in agreement with Whitlock on, in specifically, was how perfectly he has read Stephen A. Smith. And he has read Stephen A. Smith to a T. Like, Whitlock has dressed down Stephen A. Smith thoroughly and has exposed him accurately, by the way, more than I think anybody has ever done. And I think the reason that Stephen A. hates Whitlock with a passion is because Whitlock has, first of all, has thoroughly embarrassed him throughout like the past couple of years. Because he legitimately exposed every fucking lie that he told in that fucking book. And by the way, everything that Whitlock has said about Stephen A. has come to fruition. He was one of the first ones, if not the first one, that said that Stephen A. has political ambitions, and that Stephen A. like he's going to do this and he's going to do that, and everything he said about Stephen A. has come to pass, right? So, what I'm saying is, like, when it comes to Stephen A., Whitlock has him read to a T. Stephen A. is one of the most phony, most manipulative, one of the most installed tap dancers whatever word you want to phrase you want to use for him. He is a perfect politician because the guy he is he is no different. Like this guy is bred to be a politician. He's a liar. He's a compulsive liar. He does not like most of the things he says. He does not believe in. He basically tests to see which way the wind blows. He's trying to pretend to be a moderate. Like he's been years in ESPN trying to be a leftist, trying to pretend to be some kind of like I'm this super like pro black guy. I love black people, and then in the same breath he'll be like oddly like very pro Trump in some other senses or very pro Republican in other senses because he's trying to project onto both sides. He wants to be viable enough so that like leftists like him enough so that they can push him to like the ballots, and he wants to be seen as not super PC enough like it so that like maybe he can get some of the moderate conservatives to like be like, okay, he's not at like he's not, at least he's not like super woke, like he has no identity. He's just a black. I'm not sure if you know who Gavin Newsom is, but he's like a black Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
Like he's just a fake. He has no identity. He's Kamala Harris. He's a male Kamala Harris. Like no identity, no values. Just 100% manufactured in the lab, kind of like JD Vance is on the right side of the aisle. It's just like dude was like developed in some kind of laboratory by the fucking billionaires to like try to fool the dumbass populace into thinking that this guy has any viability and this guy cares about you as a person. And I'm the super moderate, like the Dems. I like blacks and the Dems, but at the same time, Republicans don't hate me. There's a lot of things that Donald Trump does that I like. Like the dude's so fucking fake. Out of the like, Whitlock has this utterly dismantled this man, and this is why he hates him. Like he called Whitlock the devil. Like he said Whitlock was the most evil person he has ever laid eyes on. He said that Whitlock is a demon or whatever the fuck. Like the word, like things that he would never say about Donald Trump, who's literally fits that every single word I've just said. Things that he would never say about Benjamin Netanyahu, who fits every single category with what he said. No, he picks a fat black man with like no criminal record, who has mild takes that can be a little bit annoying at times, from Tennessee, who has a little podcast online. He takes that guy, and that guy's the devil. Not the people that he works with, not Bill Maher that he was on the show with, who supports genocide in Gaza, not like the people that the politicians that he meets daily who fund wars of aggression abroad that kills many innocent people. Those people aren't the devil. Those people aren't the evil incarnate, but the fat guy in Tennessee who visits too many strip clubs in his past days and talks about Christianity on his podcast. Now that's the fucking devil. No, it's
he hates the devil too because he's calling out his bullshit.
Yeah, he got so angry, RJ, because he's like, damn, this nigga dressed me down perfectly. Like exactly what Whitlock called him is exactly what the fuck he is.
A massive fraud.
A massive fraud. He will tap dance for whoever writes his paychecks. He is a puppet through and through. He has always been a puppet. That's why he's been so successful, because he's always been willing to bow down to master in every sense of the word. Like he only cares about that paycheck. He will play. Like the dude is so fake, bro. And this is why I said he's a perfect politician. And I hope he never sees the presidency, bro, because he's just another hack, another fucking hack.
Now, now me personally, I have no problems with. I actually like Whitlock. I feel like Whitlock is a necessary evil. We need people like Whitlock to open people's eyes. Do I agree with everything he does? No. Do I think he does too much with certain things? Absolutely. But this is one of the benefits of having a Whitlock, to expose Stephen A. Smith, who I'm just letting you guys know he will be president. I'm just letting you guys know they're grooming him to be the fucking first independent president. But this is absolutely true. And I enjoy this beef once again. Oh, you guys are fags. What's up, TOP? Long time no see. What's up? Where you
What's
hiding?
up, COP?
But it was beautiful. See, I would go back. I would actually watch that Cam Newton and Whitlock interview. It was a good one.
No, I mean, yeah, like, yeah, but it's like Stephen A is just such an like I don't know how people like I understand like he's like he can be entertaining at times I guess with some of his takes, but like for the most part like he's fake, right? So I don't know how people could sit there and literally think this guy has any modicum of like wisdom to like share with people. Like he doesn't. He's a phony.
See, I think people just like fake people now. It's like people like fake people. People want to be lied to. People can't handle the truth. That's just a fact. So
yeah,
they don't care. They don't care that Steve. I'll give you an example, right? Now,
yeah.
I want to say this right here, right now. I personally do not give a fuck. I don't.
All right.
But Rick Ross rapping about he's a gangster, he grew up shooting people, whatever. And they come to find out he's a correctional officer. Did that stop anybody from buying his albums and his music?
No.
So people just like half of these fucking rappers don't do half the shit they fucking talk about.
No, yeah, it's just I hope Stephen. I hope. Listen, like the thing is, expecting the Democrats to pick a viable alternative to whatever garbage we're seeing right now is just a like, come on, bro. Like their past, like they went from Biden, who was brain dead and demented, to Kamala, who's one of the fakest people I've ever seen in my life, to possibly Stephen A, who's just a male Kamala, and again, one of the fakest people I've seen in my life, and Gavin Newsom, who's got like they only pick fucking puppets, and like so it's so fucking obvious. Like the system is set up. You know what? The system is set up in this way, right, RJ? Like we're going to offer you these disgusting, no identity, no backbone. They will not fight for the people. We're going to offer you these corporate milk toast people like Stephen A. And if you don't pick that, then we're gonna put a Donald Trump that could Donald Trump type on the other side of the aisle that can basically steer you towards World War III and possibly the elimination of Earth. That's your fucking two options, bro. So,
and that's why, just me personally, I believe Stephen A. will run as an independent. I feel like the Democrats have done too much damage to themselves. I feel like the Republicans now have done too much damage to themselves, and that's why he's playing this whole I'm a moderate type thing. He will be the first quote unquote independent because it's a win-win CEO.
Yeah, like I could see
go ahead.
No, the puppet masters know that people are starting to, are starting to like legitimately hate the Republicans and Democrats with such a passion, right? Mm-hmm. That they need a new way to usher in puppets, acceptable puppets. So they might co-opt the independent movement or independent party, and they'll try to co-opt that space as well to give another false illusion of fucking choice.
Yep. And that's why he's the perfect candidate, because you know why? He'll sit here and say, I'm pro-abortion, Democrats will be happy, but he's not defunding the police. Republicans will be happy. If he's president, he'll do every agenda that they want to get done for both sides. They could do it through him. Simple.
Yeah, I mean it's disgusting, and he is a puppet. Hopefully, and you know what the sad thing is, you can't expect for the people to wake up because like more than like 80% of the population is severely retarded, right? Like they have no awareness of what's going on around them. They have no interest in trying to help the republic whatsoever, and try to at least inform themselves to the point where they can spot obvious bullshit, but they're not even willing to do that.
And I'm gonna keep real with you. I feel like they just don't listen. I'm done trying to explain these fags with no internal monologue, CEO. You feel me? So it is what it is. CEO, speaking of Trump changes the college transfer rules, saying basically the You have to I think if you transfer you have to sit out a year. Basically he's trying to cut down the whole movement in college football, basketball, etc. CEO, your thoughts?
All right. So when I first heard this, I thought it was a joke, right?
Yep.
Because I thought there's no way that with a current illegal and offensive war against Iran, with with how fucked up the economy is, with the absolute disgusting gas prices at the pump, that there would be a president that would look away from all that shit and just go straight to fucking college sports, right? And sign an executive order on college sports about something that's so insignificant and so mundane to the grander, like to the grander
scheme.
Not even scheme. So it's just to the grander interest of the country. That like college football has zero impact to like the bigger interest of the country, right? So when I saw that, I was, oh, this is a joke, and then I confirmed it, and then what I saw from multiple people, I was like, oh, like even people that didn't like, oh, this is a rare Trump W, right? Oh, this is good. Like I don't like Trump, but I like that he did this, and I'm like, this is exactly why like we're in this situation that we're in. Like half of you niggas are so stupid, right? That your first thought is like, oh, this is great, instead of thinking, why the fuck is a president with all the turmoil that's going around in the country worried about college athletics? What, like, this clown of a man has basically told athletes, college athletes, that you have less freedoms, you have less agency of your own body to go do what you want to do, to go where you want to go, to take your talents where you think they're appreciated. He basically told college athletes that, yeah, you have less agency. You're now going to do this and this because I do whatever the fuck I want. And all the college directors and all those people, they probably came to Trump because I doubt Trump follows college sports to the point where he thought this was really a legitimate issue. Like, I feel like he probably has friends in the college, like in these big athletic programs or whatever the fuck, and they reached out to him talking about how this is such a bad thing for them personally. So he gave more power back to the universities. He gave more power back to the institutions, and took power away from the athletes, took power away from the college kids that are trying to monetize their name, because for so many years, RJ, they were not paid at all, right? Like for their services, the university was making hand over fist in profit over people that weren't even allowed to monetize their name until we got the current NIL deals. So now this buffoon of a man, like, just like he doesn't destroy things around him, like he destroyed everything else around him. So now he's just like, let me destroy college athletics as well, right? Not for the viewership, not for the fans, because a lot of fans will celebrate the fact that college players have less agency over their careers, right? They'll celebrate that because now they can stay in their shitty programs. By the way, I noticed that there's no restriction on college coaches' ability to leave the programs to get better positions, because the college coaches who rack in millions of dollars in salaries yearly can do whatever the fuck they want. They can move from program to program, or they can move up and down from the NFL down to college whenever the fuck they want to. But that same agency isn't afforded to college players for so long until recently. And now this buffoon of a man comes in and tells them, no, you got to do it this and this because the presidency, the executive branch of the presidency deems it a national interest for this to happen. What national interest does college athletics have for the country? What the fuck kind of argument is that? So when I see people are like, oh, rare Trump W, I'm like, yeah, you're retarded because you're not seeing the bigger picture. You're only seeing, oh, he made this better for me because now we can stick it to these bratty athletes, and we can stick it to these fucking college athletes who are taking these NIL monies and moving from program for program. So now they're forced to stay in my shitty school so that my teams can be good. Because a lot of these people are fucking retarded. They can't see past the trees to see like the bigger forest. They just see what's in front of them. So that's my take on it.
My take is, me personally, now there is a problem with kids transferring from team to team to team, which I agree with. That needs to be solved. But Trump, you have bigger fish to fry. We have bigger fish to fry. In this being one of your big, like, bro, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Wrong timing. Wrong fucking timing. You do this, like, you have to do some good things for this to be good. Like, simple. You have to do. You are. And listen, I see. I semi understand why he did this, because he's been getting cooked so much of being an Israel cuck for this war, for Epstein, for all this ICE shit. He's getting cucked so badly, he has to give us some type of W. With that being said, or he has to at least try to get some type of W, which I get. But at the same time, worry about other shit. Please. Worry about other shit. Now, this isn't the first time he's done this. He got the Big Ten running up back in 2020 during the whole COVID situation. So he does have some care, or at least someone around him cares about college athletics. But, bro, wrong fucking timing. Wrong timing. I'm going to keep it real with you. I kind of want these kids to stay for 7-8 years, especially in college, because I'm not watching the dog shit NFL. So if Fernando Mendoza wants to stay 8 years, let him fucking stay. I don't give a fuck.
Like, from my perspective, it comes down to this, right? Like, the rules are not applied evenly when it comes to like coaching, right? They have more agency and they can do whatever the fuck they want, right? When it comes to like, athletes moving from program to program, like when it comes into that, yeah, are some athletes fickle, of course, but most of these athletes, when they're trying to get into college sports, they're sold dreams that are false. They're like, oh, we want you to be our main running back. We want you. Like, we want to give you the ball. We want you to be the guy. And then when they show up to the program, they got like 2 running backs in front of them, right? So, like, and a lot of these coaches go to the players' houses and sell them dreams and shit about how, yeah, we're going to take your kid and make him a star and yada, yada. And a lot of them, when they get better opportunities, they just leave for other coaching gigs. And then the kids like signed up for the program thinking that he was going to be coaching, he was going to be playing under this coach, and then turns out the dude just left because the Seattle Seahawks wanted to interview him for their position coach job or whatever the fuck, right? So, like, that shit. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want to give more power to these institutions, because a lot of these institutions are just like every institution in this country, usually vastly corrupt, right? And a lot of them, like, again, Trump doesn't seem like the kind of guy who keeps up with this shit. I highly doubt it. Like, someone he knows, probably in the college institutions, came up to him and said, can you do this favor for us? Somebody that probably donated a lot of money to this campaign probably said, hey, Donald Trump, these kids are out of control. Can you do something? And then he came in and was like, yeah, I can do something. He signed an executive order. Like, bro, I mean,
yeah, I can do something. Me and Epstein just got off the phone, the CEO.
Yeah.
That's how I did Trump.
Yeah, it's like, do you not see that? Like, he's let me get this W. There's no W here, bro. The optics are horrible. Like, college had, like, you're the president of you're the president of supposedly the big, like, the strongest country in the world, allegedly, because we're not looking so tough.
He's the first Jewish president, CEO.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that interview?
Yeah. I mean, like, you're like, you're supposed to be this bigger than life character in a sense, where it's kind of like you're dealing with the biggest problems that are like impacting the American people. And bro, you're out here signing executive orders on college athletics. By the way, what kind of what power do you have over this shit, bro? Or is this even legal? Like,
I thought it was when I first saw it too.
Like, this doesn't sound like you have any legal jurisdiction over this shit. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, what does the executive branch of the presidency have anything to do with what college sports does? This isn't fucking Kim Jong-un's North Korea, nigga. You don't decide what happens in some college fucking institution or league or whatever the fuck. I mean, what is this shit?
I will say the CEO.
Yeah.
The whole coaches versus players thing. Now, do I want to give institutions the full power? Absolutely not. But I will say this: the students, the players are still students. They're getting scholarships. Granted, I think the scholarship thing is dog shit. The other ones are employers. So technically, players are not employers. So employers can leave whenever they want. The students, they have to go through something. That's just how shit is. Even when you're in regular school, you have to go through a transfer shit. Your parents have to do the transfer thing, whatever. So there is that difference right there. I just wanted to make that clear.
And the only reason I would slightly push back on that is this is how most colleges that have big programs work, right? They give scholarship to star athletes, right?
Yeah.
And what they do is to afford those type of scholarships, they upcharge regular college students higher tuition prices, right? To make up for that, and so that they can basically transfer the money, like upcharge normal college not athletes, just normal college students, upcharge their tuition so that they can fund the college sports programs, and the college sports programs give them a lot of money back, and they take that money and they can invest in multiple other athletic programs. So it's kind of like a funnel system they got set up at colleges. So the reason I don't want to give any power to these institutions is they don't deserve it. Like, how many years? Like, remember that scandal that Reggie Bush went through?
Absolutely.
Like, they like the audacity that they treated him for what, like something so fucking mundane that he did. Like, they basically said, you can't make money off of your name, but we can make money off of your name.
No, that's why I agree. I don't want to give any powers, but I wanted to make that little distinction. Just like people,
right? Like
students and coaches, it's two different things. I hate to say it, but that is a fact. It's two different things.
Like I've resigned. I want zero. I want all the power to be, at least when it comes to players, to have agency over where they go. Now, if you're a program that doesn't like the fact that a lot of players hop from here to here, don't sign them up. Say, we don't take players like that seriously, whatever. And let them go to some other inferior program if that's the case. But I don't like the idea of artificially trying to. And by the way, this is the same people who say, "Oh, I hate socialism, I hate communism, I hate the state forcing us to do things outside of the free market." What are you doing, Trump? You're doing socialist action. You're doing communist action, basically telling players that they're not allowed to market themselves or the way they want. They're not allowed agency to move to programs and demand better pay or demand better conditions for themselves or more playtime for themselves. They have to be forced into a system where they have to abide by certain rules and regulations that benefit the institution. Well, Mr. I hate socialism, Mr. I hate communism, all that shit. That's the most non-capitalistic free market shit you can do. So again, more hypocrisy from that orange fraud.
Agreed. And speaking of that CEO, kind of staying in the same route, because I really want to talk about this CEO.
Yeah.
The MLB, and I don't know if we talked about this, I don't remember off the top of my head, but the MLB wants to have a salary cap. A salary cap's been in the talks for many years now, CEO. And CEO, I want to sit here and say this. I don't think the MLB should have a salary cap. I like the fact that teams that are willing to spend can spend whatever the fuck they want. I don't want parity in the MLB. I don't want parity. And this is, and people might sit here and say, well, RJ, you're a Yankees fan. They have all the money in the world. You're damn right. Yes. I want to be the best team. If your team, first of all these teams are fucking billionaires. You can sign whatever. You can sign them to whatever the fuck they want. There's a reason why Mike Trout's still with the Angels, because they fucking signed him $1 billion. Damn near almost $1 billion. I don't want MLB to have a salary cap. I'm simple. When you add a salary cap, it complicates things. No, let it be how it is. Let these teams listen. If your team, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You make the impact. If your team is not signing players because they're cheap, don't watch them. Hold them accountable. Why are we holding these players accountable? Let them fucking listen. I don't give a fuck. People are so upset about what the Dodgers are doing, right? Now, maybe it's because I'm all the way in the AL and I don't care. But I love what the Dodgers are doing. I wish my Yankees. If I had the chance to do what the Dodgers were doing for my Yankees, CEO, I'm gonna say this as a Yankee fan. I'm fucking doing it. I want to fucking cook. I want to win World Series. I want to win. I don't give a fuck. The MLB should not have a salary cap.
Oh,
Sorry.
I got a good point on that, but hold on, I'll be back in like 1 minute.
Yeah. So while CEO does his thing, listen, for all you poverty franchises out there, get your money up. Why can't you be like the Pittsburgh Steelers? Even though there's a salary cap in the NFL, be a good team that makes them great. Dynasties are more interesting than some one-hit wonders. That's a fact. What the Dodgers are doing is spectacular. I admire it. I wish the Yankees would do it. Go get Bryce Harper. Go get Mike Trout. Go get Paul Skinny. Go get Bobby Witts from KC. Pay these fuckers out. Because I want the best players and I want to be the best. If you don't like it, spend your fucking money. The Pittsburgh Pirates, the KC Royals, the fucking Rockies, stop being cheap bastards and go get some money. Pussies. Go get some money. Grab yourself by. There's no salary cap. None. What the Dodgers are doing, you're able to do. Generate money. Do something. You're multi-billion-dollar teams. Do something about it. Parity stinks. All right? We want to see the best of the best going at the best. And if you don't like it, spend some fucking money. When you have a good scout, fucking pay him whatever the fuck he wants. That's how it fucking goes. Stop being a bunch of pussy-ass fags and just get over it. Just get over it. You feel me? Yeah, I told you that a while ago. You told me what a while ago? Najee, you don't tell me shit, fag. Yeah, I already read that. Josh, I forgot what I said, but you were laughing at something I did. And there's a story, and there's a story to tell about the little engine that could overcome the big dog too. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a whole fact. CEO, you're back. Your thoughts?
All right, so these are my thoughts. I completely agree with you. And the reason I agree with you is because salary caps are fucking bullshit. All right? In general, okay? Salary caps are, and again, I'm thinking about the grander system. A lot of you dweebs only think about what's in front of you. So let me break this down. All right? A lot of the salary cap system is in place for billionaire owners in sports to have financial control over the players, right? What is this again? This is anti-capitalism. Just like what I said with what's going on with the college sports. It's not true market capitalism. This is again, same people that harp on we hate socialism, we hate communism, and all that bullshit. Only when it applies to you. Only when it applies to your benefit. What these owners are doing with salary caps is suppressing players' market value. Okay, so what they pretend like, oh no, it's for parity, right? I mean, it's for parity, right? Oh, it's so we can keep teams fresh, or first of all, it doesn't guarantee parity. Like the NBA has salary caps, and just look at what happened with the Warriors, Heats, and Spurs.
Yeah.
So super teams should still be created. So that's not true. Salary caps are there as an imagination or as an imaginary basically system that gives owners more financial control so that they can say basically, listen, we can't pay you more, we want to pay you more, but our salary cap, this and that. What that actually means is, listen, bro, I want to keep more money. I'm making hand over fist with the NFL. I could pay you more, but I don't want to pay you more because I'm a greedy asshole. All right. So that's basically what's going on with salary caps in general. And then fans eat it up. They love the salary cap because they think that their shitty team is going to magically become relevant because they have the salary cap system exists. Go ask the Suns how that shit worked out for them. Go ask the fucking Arizona Cardinals how the fucking salary cap is helping them after 100 years of fucking nothing. All right?
The Saints, the Clippers.
Go ask them how much parity and shit is helping them out. No, it's fucking salary caps are anti-free market bullshit. They don't benefit the players. They are there to control the players as financial assets without letting them reach their full true market value. This is again rules for thee. But like this is what this all this is basically saying we're gonna fool stupid fans into thinking that salary caps are beneficial for them and beneficial for the product when in reality it's just a financial system in which we get to control players because players are not employees in the traditional sense that you would have an employee in your company, right? The vast majority of these players are independent contractors, right? So basically, they are a mini business that represents themselves, or an agent represents them, but they are a mini business that gets hired by a major company for their services. They are not an employee in like, oh, you go to a workplace downtown and there's an office full of employees. That's not the same way. They're independent contractors who are supposed to have a free market in terms of like going out and getting the best deals possible. But no, the free market is controlled and capped by this artificial fake salary cap that is meant to suppress players' earning potential while these greedy billionaire assholes with zero morals, as you can see in the Epstein files and shit like that, with zero morals, like John Mara, for example, who was in the Epstein files. So they can tell players, no, we're not going to pay you this much. We're going to pay you this because look at our salary cap. Oh, poor me, owner. And all these. And by the way, like, also the arguments about how we're supposed to feel bad for Mark Davis because a couple of years ago is like he can't get free agents because he's not worth enough money and he's only worth like a couple of $100 million instead of a couple of billion like the rest of the owners. Like I'm supposed to have some kind of sympathy for that man. Now this is ridiculous. So remove the salary cap. It's a financial constraint. It's anti-American by nature and it's retarded. I agree with RJ.
Agreed. MLB, please don't. MLB, MLB, you took a fucking L by not having your fucking first game on cable television. That was gay. Second, like, don't take an L. Please don't. Don't be like the NFL and the NBA taking these huge L's. Please don't. Even though you probably will. So, I mean, like, I don't fucking know, man. The MO. Can we cut down the seasons too? Can we cut down the seasons, CEO? It's about fucking time.
No, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. Like, if baseball cut down their seasons like 60 games, bro, that'd be fucking. Oh my god, like, can you imagine how much better the product would be?
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Do we really need 100 and something games?
No, like if you give us 60, like ideally even less than that, but I'll take 60, right? Like, if you can give us 60 games, bro, the season would be so much better, bro. So much better. Like,
and can we get rid of these series? Like, the reason why it's so long is because we have series and whatnot. And Brandon was talking about how important series. I'm like, they're not important. No one cares. Will anybody care about the Yankees series against the Rockies in fucking June? No one care.
Like, this is simple, right? Reduce it to 60, right? And make every series best out of 3.
And I just get rid of the series completely. Just fucking come on.
The only reason I don't do it one-offs like the NFL does it is off the simple fact that the NFL is more physical, right? So there is an argument to be made. I think that the best 2 out of 3 for every series is probably the most ideal number, right? Where it's kind of like it adds enough tension to where you have to watch every game, right? And every game fucking matters. Like I think that's the ideal number range. And not only that, like 60 game seasons, like there will be no like, oh, let me just turn on baseball and random Wednesday night because I just want some background noise. Like that won't exist anymore because like games will actually have some sort of significance. So I don't know, man. Listen, bro, like, and another thing, I just want to point back to the salary cap situation real quick because I forgot to make one point. When it comes to like, because a lot of fans are like, why is somebody getting paid like $60 million a year to throw a fucking ball?
Yeah, agreed.
Right. And all that shit. And I completely I get what you're saying. Like, doctors are way more important than any professional athlete. Surgeons are way more important than any professional athlete. Dentists, scientists, firefighters, police officers, certain police officers. Those people are way more important and are drastically underpaid compared to some dude that's just good at throwing a fucking ball. Like I get where you're coming from, but I just want to tell the normal sports fans that this is kind of your fault because of your like lack of holding these leagues accountable and your cultish behavior towards these leagues that you're giving them all your money and what else are they supposed to do with the ridiculous amounts of money that you clowns give them? So, just food for thought.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, no salary cap. Salary cap is fine the way how it is. Oh, bet did I find it finally? Did I find it? Yes, sir, I did. CEO, it is official. We
All right.
have the every single country that will be in the World Cup this year, CEO. And there's no more bullshitting around, CEO. All right. We
All
got to
right.
pick our teams. You feel me?
All right. Pull them up.
That's why I say fuck loyal to the soil. Yeah. And by the way, CEO, if anybody's going to be a New Yorker in the Discord, it's me. Because I feel like I'm the only one that lives in New York out of everybody in the
No, I'm not claiming to be a New Yorker. I'm just trying to discredit Donnie's New Yorkerism. Because let's be honest. By the way, yeah, I agree with you. You're probably like the only real New Yorker. But I just want to point out that nigga always bigs up Florida. And by the way, Florida sucks dick. All right. I hate Florida. It's disgusting. It sucks dick in every single way. Nothing but hurricanes. Like Florida is like God hates Florida. Can we like be honest about that? Like every bad thing happens in Florida. Every mass shooting happens in Florida. Every hurricane happens in Florida. Every weird ass story about some kind of alien abducting somebody happens in Florida. Like that is such a horrible fucking state.
You know, Josh is in Florida, by the way, too.
Yeah, well, you know what, Josh? Yeah, that's your fault. Now listen. But RJ, who picks up Florida so much in the chat? Like it's Donnie.
Yeah,
so
Donnie.
Florida's so fucking awesome. Florida this, Florida that. I'm like, nigga, Florida stinks. All right. I'd rather listen, and I have many criticisms of New York, but I'd rather much live in New York than fucking Florida. All right. At least I'd live and not worry about some kind of hurricane killing me or some kind of crocodile biting my nuts off at night.
That's a tough one for me because fucking it's fucking hell over here economy wise. So.
No. Like, okay, I agree. Like the economy's ridiculous, but like it's sick. It's sick.
But like, I mean, I got no beef with Florida. I got no beef with Florida. You know what I'm saying? By the way, shout out to Arizona. Unfortunately, lost in the Final Four, but you know what? They made it to the Final Four. It is what it is. TRL suck a dick. Arizona State will never ever do that. Bum. You feel me? So, with that being said, CEO, now see, let's talk about a real sport, some real football. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? Barcelona and Real Madrid are playing real soon. We'll cover that. But CEO, here are the official groups. Group A consists of Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and what the fuck what's this fourth one, CEO?
Wait. Cheshire? Yeah.
Cheshire. Group B, CEO, consists of Canada, what the fuck?
So that's Bosnia and just call it Bosnia.
Okay, Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland. In Group C, we have Morocco, Brazil, Haiti, and Scotland. Group D, we have USA, Australia, Paraguay, and Turkey. Paraguay, is that Turkey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Turkey. Yeah.
Group E consists of Germany,
Morocco,
Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. You're gonna find something funny about that group. Group F consists of Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tanzania. Group G consists of Berlin, Belgium. That's what it is. Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Group H consists of Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay.
Yeah, Uruguay.
Group I, France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway. Group J, Argentina, Algeria,
Algeria.
Algeria. What's this other one? Austria.
Austria. Yeah.
Austria and Jordan. Group K consists of Portugal, DR Congo, Colombia, and what's the fuck? I ain't going fucking.
That's Uzbekistan.
Whatever. And then Group L consists of England, Croatia, what the fuck is this? Croatia, Ghana, and Panama.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
All right, CEO. With that being said, CEO, all right, who are your teams, or who are your who's your one team? Who are we talking about, CEO?
All right, so for Group A,
all right,
they can all eat a dick. I don't like anyone.
Mexico, I fuck with Mexico. I actually fuck with South Africa too. But,
well, Mexico. You know what? Do we have to pick one for every section, or just the ones?
I'm picking one for every section.
Oh, okay, let's do that then. Let's go back up then. Let me see. All right, so, Czechia can eat a dick, and Mexico can eat a dick. All right, so I'm gonna either go with South Africa or South Korea.
All right, well, Mexico's gonna win that, so is what is there. Canada. I mean, I don't even know who will win this group.
Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland. What the fuck? Well, maybe Bosnia wins it.
Canada's gonna win it. You know why? Because World Cup's in Canada. They'll rig it for them.
Hey, yo, look at Kazu again, simping for other groups.
Watch your mouth about Mexico. Hey, listen, I mean, when I do it, I'm talking about, I'm doing it for soccer. He does it, he wants to hold hands with the Mexicans. That's what I call him, a nigger. You know what I'm saying? I got Canada winning that, not because they're the better team, it's just because it's in Canada. FIFA is corrupt, so is what it is there. Group C, CEO, we got Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. I'm gonna go with Morocco, CEO.
I'll just go with Brazil.
Brazil, all right. Group D, USA, Australia, Turkey, and Paraguay. So who you got, CEO?
Bunch of clowns in this division. I guess I have. Wait, is this who we want to win or who we think is going to win?
You could do either one. You could say who you rooting for, and you could say who you think's going to win.
Okay, I think Paraguay's going to win.
Okay.
God, fuck. Oh, whatever, man. Like every other country here, I have no allegiance to. I guess I have to pick the USA. Whatever.
I think USA will win, but I'm picking Australia for the upset. You know what I'm saying? Go Gavin. No, he's from Liverpool. Never mind.
He's not from Australia, bro.
He sounds Australian. So
he's from Wales, bro.
Wherever the fuck he's from. But he's not from Liverpool?
No, he's from Wales.
So why is he okay?
I mean, because he follows the Premier League, and I don't think Wales has their own team.
Okay, makes sense. Group E, Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, and the second one. You pronounce that shit.
Caraco. Well, listen, I have no allegiances to this group, and I think Germany's going to win.
Well, CEO, I got to tell you something.
What?
We both might be wrong.
Why?
Because Brandon thinks Ecuador will win this group, CEO.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, bro. Germany's cleaning the clock.
You know what I'm saying? And, Brandon, he's Ecuadorian. He's rooting for Ecuador. I told him they're not going to win. He says, I don't have any ball knowledge. Germany, do them like you did the fucking time he has back in 1942. You know what I'm saying, bro? Is what is there. Group F, we have the Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tulsa, whatever the fuck, that irrelevant country. So,
Hunzi, all right, listen, I think that the Netherlands is winning.
Okay.
But you know what? I'll root for Japan. I like sushi.
I think Japan's going to win it all in an upset.
Well, I'm rooting for Japan, But for the right reasons, because I like seafood, not like Kaiju, who likes some for no reason.
Japan, I mean, PlayStation was made in Japan, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right, so you know what? Even though my PlayStation fucking up with the Wi-Fi, but you know what, Japan, you'll win that one, hopefully. Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. I got New Zealand winning this group, CEO. All right.
I'm gonna go with Belgium.
Because you like their waffles, CEO.
No, actually, I haven't eaten waffles in fucking like a decade.
Those waffles are good.
You know what I'm saying? Iran's busy with other things.
Yeah.
Um, Egypt, no. I could New Zealand. You said New Zealand? Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's only between. I think it's between Belgium and New Zealand. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm picking New Zealand. You know what I'm saying? Group H, we have Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. Spain's clearing this. Not even
yeah, Spain. You know what I'm saying? My team. Yeah. Let's go Spain. All of those other teams can eat a dick.
You know, Spain. Come on, man. We got France, Senegal, Iraq, and Norway.
All right.
That's a good group. That's a good group. Because France is dominant, but Norway has Elvin Hanlon. So
listen, I think France will win it, but I'm rooting for Norway because I like Erling.
Just a disclaimer: I got France winning the whole World Cup. I'm just letting y'all know France is one of the best soccer teams in the world.
Yeah, I got France winning, but I want Norway to win.
Oh man, I'm gonna go France, but I would not be mad if Norway or France wins. I'm fine with either one. We have Argentina, Austria, whatever the fuck it's called, Algeria, and Jordan. CEO, who do you got?
All right, Austria. Well, I have no allegiance to any of these countries, so I'm just gonna pick the one I think is gonna win. So it's gonna be Argentina. Yeah,
yep, Messi. You know what I'm saying? With his loyal self. And we have Portugal, DR Congo, Uzbekistan, whatever it's called, and Colombia. Who you got, CEO?
So I got Portugal winning it all.
And you have Ronaldo and Messi going at it one more last time in the qualifiers, CEO.
Absolutely.
And you know that's
like people, and by the way, like they're gonna rig it that way, and people. I mean,
bro, look who they have in their groups, bro. They're versing fucking. They got Jordan, and they got fucking. Come on, man.
Facts.
So you know, is what is it? I can't wait for us again.
Let me go first.
All right, go ahead.
You know of course, I'm rooting for Panama. All right, Panama all the way. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the English. Fuck England. Fuck everything about you. Even your fucking flag looks gay as fuck. What the fuck is that? There's like a fucking their flag's so fucking basic, bro. It's just a white piece of shit.
It looks like a hospital fucking logo.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking hospital insignia. You know, England's dusty. I got bad teeth. Your food's disgusting. No one likes fucking fish and chips. No one likes whatever the fuck you eat over there. Like everything about England is disgusting. Like you have the whole queen. Your queen's a pedophile. All right. You're fucking.
I didn't even know that.
Well, not the queen, but the son of the queen. Close enough. And you know, this, by the way, like, does anyone like English food? Like, who the fuck likes English food? What's so good about English food?
Like, I can't name you on English food.
Like fucking lamb meatloaf or something. Like, fuck this country, all right? Fuck everything about England. They can eat a dick. I hate that country. But with that said, they're probably gonna win
it. Yeah. I mean, Panama. I have no problems with Panama. I like Panama plays very physical, but unfortunately, you're Panama. So
yeah.
Kaiju says leave the UK alone.
Damn, Kaiju simp for anything but himself.
You know what I'm saying? Iraq clears that group. You got Iraq winning that group? Oh, okay.
Well, it's not, bro.
Well, he said, I know France. So, I mean, hey, CEO, listen, we got some real sports coming up, man. You know what I'm saying? NBA playoffs is coming up. Soccer's coming up. There's none more of that dog shit UFC or the NFL. None of that gay shit anymore. You know what I'm saying?
We completely abandoned UFC after their fucking betrayal. I haven't watched the card since.
You haven't watched a card since what?
Since, I haven't watched a card since their betrayal.
Yo, listen, man. I'm still pissed off about that. Like I told Brandon, stop updating. We talked about it in the past. Stop updating me. I don't want to talk about the UFC. I don't.
No, they betrayed us.
You know what, CEO? They didn't betray us. This is who Dana is. He's
Yeah,
always been a lying, deceiving. It's our
exactly.
fault. At least it's my fault for believing this faggot.
No. I mean, let's just say it. He learned from the best Dom the con. He conned the fuck out of us. You know what I'm saying? And I thought he was, you know, a better person. Well, not a better person. I just like his promotion style and all that. But I thought he was better than what he was. He turned out to be a complete fucking fraud. All right. So, by the way, I don't even need a UC. I forgot about that shit
Forgot about what?
about the UFC until you brought it up.
Man, like, cause CEO, it does piss me off. I want to watch some good fights. UFC does have a good product. The fights are good, but at the same time, you're such fucking fags, and you just from a PR perspective, like, why do this?
Now, listen. At the end of the day, if you can't stand on something, you fall for everything, like they say. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus, we got a plenty of other sports that we can talk about. So
Agreed.
it's not the end of the world. And plus, not to mention, even though we take this least into consideration, the audience hates UFC talk, so it's not even good for views.
Yeah, that's a fact. You guys don't. And well, you know what? Maybe they're ahead of the curve. Maybe they don't like Dana. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Dana personally. He's a fucking fag. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you pay Chuck Liddell? The dude Chuck Liddell's fighting at like 60 years old still because you fucking fucked him over out so much damn money. You fucking fag. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, CO, no Monday Night Football double headers. I do not care, Najee. I will not be covering the NFL, Najee. But I will.
Seasons too late.
Yeah, it's 2 seasons too late. Yeah. No more. I mean, you know what? This is probably their way of saying, hey, CEO, there's gonna be triple headers. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I swear that's true. That's probably gonna come up.
And for these Wednesday Night Football, man. You know what's crazy, right? CEO, someone reminded me that the NFL draft is coming up, and I do not care. I have not been following anything of the NFL.
To be fair, I have been keeping up with draft stuff, right? But the only reason because I fall asleep to draft news.
Yeah, I agree.
I kind of use it as a good way to like fall asleep. If that makes sense.
Master J, we have plenty of fucking topics. Baseball season's right here. The NBA playoffs is really about to start in 2 weeks, a week and a half. You feel me? The moment RJCO protests the NFL, they did that no Monday Night Football header because Roger Goodell's a cut. Bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, bro, they can cut. Bro, the product is horrible. Can we get some more offensive and defensive games? And what I mean by that is I'm tired of the RPO system. I'm tired of the late hits and the inconsistent. I'm tired of it. Don't blame me, to be honest. Everything nowadays is lame. We used to have a proper country.
I think the curse of being an adult, right, is wisdom.
Yeah.
That's the curse of being an adult, is learning shit that you probably should have never learned because it would have made your life better not to learn them. All right. And when you were a kid, we ate this slop up happily and we were cool with it. If it was new, it was exciting, it was fun. And for everything, right? I mean, yeah, were things slightly better back in the day? I guess you could say that. But to be honest, like at least our generation was born into a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So growing up is realizing all the shit you liked is mostly bullshit. So
I mean, I can't even say that because I still love the NBA and MLB. They're still good. Now, do they have their flaws? Absolutely. But the product is still good. I still love boxing. It's still good, the product wise, at least. Fucking WWE, fucking what's his name? WWE. It's garbage. The big companies that are. Someone said this. Monopolies are fucking horrible because they can feed you slop and everybody will watch because you're a monopoly.
Yeah, it's just monopolies are usually a consequence of crony capitalism. What crony capitalism is basically it's not free market. It's a situation where there's this big company and any emerging company that comes up to compete with it gets absorbed by the monopoly via forced buyouts or like campaigns to destroy that other company. So that's unfortunately what happens.
I thought you weren't watching the MLB. When the fuck did I ever say I wasn't watching the MLB?
No, you said he wasn't watching the NFL. You're confused.
Yeah. Oh, did I say NFL that? I don't know. Najee, you're a fucking fag. Anyways, moving on. WrestleMania this year feels like a regular. Yeah, bro, WWE sucks. I hopped off the bandwagon years ago. Shout out to Get On Kid. He was complaining about WWE. I told Get On Kid, yo, bro, like, stop watching this garbage, bro. Just buy. Listen, I've been trying to put y'all in game for years. All right, CEO. All right, you assholes in the chat. Get you some DVDs and watch some shit that you watched when you were a kid. That's where the fucking you gonna pay $80 for fucking Netflix? Because that's where it's going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, listen. I stopped watching wrestling a long time ago.
I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about in general.
No, yeah, no. I stopped watching. So I could assume like WWE went the way of the NFL probably.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like with WWE, it's like it doesn't. It just feels like acting. It's always been acting, but it's just the product is worn out as welcome. Similar like, but they have a hardcore audience and they'll eat that up. So
yeah, agreed. That's a whole fact. WWE, I mean, it's garbage. It's trash. I've kind of ranted about it. I'm kind of done ranting about it because like the more you rant, it's like nothing's gonna fucking change. I do want to rant about something else, CEO. All right. I was talking to the NBA expert. I didn't get it. I didn't. Me and him weren't able to talk about this, right?
All right.
MLB The Show came out, CEO. MLB The Show 26 with Aaron Judge on the cover.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh yeah, I forgot to call it because Get On Kid, the Mexican TRL. But I was gonna say, speaking of MLB 26, is that I saw that Donnie played it and that TRL played it. So,
well, CEO, I won't be playing it because I just want to say something, CEO. Baseball is a very slow-paced game, just in general. If you watch baseball, it's probably the slowest-paced game in the world.
Okay.
Me personally, I cannot play a game that is that fucking slow-paced. MLB, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I might be saying it's something worse than a bad game. CEO, you ready?
All right.
It's a boring game. I don't want baseball to be realistic. CEO, we grew up with MVP baseball. It was amazing. You know why? It's because it was unrealistic. When you have something that slow pace, you gotta amp it up. When your hitter gets fucking hit by the pitcher, the bullpen will come out and they will fight. And there's an arcade mode to it. If you got 2 home runs or 2 hits, your fucking player, Ken Griffey Jr. will come out with a bat on fire, and you'll be able to hit a home run the next. You gotta make baseball games arcadey. No one wants to sit there and play a baseball game virtually at all. That is beyond boring, at least to me. Your thoughts on that?
Actually, I enjoy the realistic model, believe it or not.
Oh, I'm not shocked. This is coming from a guy who likes Elden Ring.
First of all, there's nothing realistic about Elden Ring. All right, that's one. And two, I know you like the arcade, you like Sabrina Carpenter's and Mordecai and Rigby's fighting each other, over like V-Bucks or whatever the fuck. All right. But I don't know. I listen, I bought it. I liked it. I played it for like a month, for 3 months maybe straight, and then I kind of stopped. But I kind of do that with every game. I play like 3 months straight and I stop. So I don't think it's bad. It's a different flavor. Like, for example, I like doing different pitching combinations. I like the way it feels like when you get a home run, you know what I'm saying? But I can see where you're coming from. Like, it is definitely an acquired taste. I'll say that. All right.
Bro, listen, MLB the show. It's not a bad game. It's boring. That's the problem. Like, you're playing a slow-paced game virtually, and it's not realistic at all. It's not. Like, I can't play it. It's beyond bad. I enjoyed it, but then when I realized, I'm like, all right, it's the 5th inning. I'm like, bro, I've been here for like 2 hours. How the fuck is it the 5th inning? I got fucking 4 more to go. Holy shit, it's beyond boring to me. The fucking showcase mode is boring. The online servers suck. There's nothing redeeming about this game.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's like you have to have be a specific person like that game, right? Like, for example,
that's the problem. That's the problem. You need to be used to it. It should be for baseball fans. I'm a baseball fan. It's just gay.
you see, because it's more for like people that want to like do pitching, want to get the most. Like it's a simple, but it could be a rewarding game. But again, it's not something that you can play endlessly because it will get mundane, right? So it's kind of a game you get where it's like, okay, let me like enjoy it a little bit, you know. I like more action. I like RPG games more, like, you know, open world games like Elden Ring or Assassin's Creed or like
And see, I'll say this. Elden Ring's better than fucking MLB The Show. Elden Ring is gay and I fucking dislike it. But Soul games in general, they're realistic. Where if you get hit once or twice, you die. Do I think that's gay and stupid? Absolutely. But at least that's their identity. MLB was never like this. It wasn't until 2K took it and then fucking Sony, whatever fucking gay ass company's doing it now. MVP Baseball is a fucking goated ass game. Just, I miss it. I was playing it on my fucking PS2. I'm like, damn, how is this fun? And then I play MLB The Show 24 because that's what the one I got, 24. It's fucking garbage. Slow paced. Holy shit.
yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I mean, like, because I don't know. I mean, you seem to gear more towards the like, very arcadey games. You feel me? Like,
I do like arcade games, but I like the identity of what I like the game for, right? For example, Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is not arcadey, but I love Assassin's Creed. But at the same time, bro, like something like baseball needs to be arcadey. It's too slow. Who wants to sit there for 3 hours playing a baseball game?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've done it. It's not that bad.
CEO, you'll come around, CEO, and be like, CEO, you know, you want to fire up MLB The Show, and then you'll look at the clock, it'll be 9:30, then you'll look, it'll be 1:30. But what the fuck? I'm in the fourth inning. How the fuck is it 12:30 already? You know
I mean, it takes me about like what 30 minutes to finish a game. I mean,
no way in hell. There's no
no,
way.
really, it does. It's not.
You talking about online? Or you talking about offline?
Oh, offline.
Okay. Then maybe that's why. Maybe there's a disconnect. I know you're more of an offline person, which I don't like.
I don't like doing online games.
But at the same, like, bro, if you played an online game, that shit's at least fucking 2.5 hours. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see it. Like, because my experiences are always offline because I'm not an online gamer. But I get why people like playing online because competition and all that. But like, I don't know, offline gaming is just like, I feel like more like I'm here to enjoy the game. I don't want your fucking company. You get it? Like,
yeah, go ahead.
Like, I want to enjoy the game for what it is, but I don't want to like some random online play with. Like, that's not what I want to do. Like, plus everyone gets salty as fuck when it comes to online playing.
Yeah, it's beyond like it's so bad, bro.
I mean, apart from Fortnite and like I guess your occasional Assassin's Creed, because not all Assassin's Creed titles are created equally. Like, the past two kind of stunk dick. So, you know, unfortunately, and they fucked up the Japan one really bad. But
was it China or Japan? I don't even remember.
It was Japan. I was excited about it, but I don't know. Like, I feel like they did a bad job with it. Like, the world feels so fucking boring.
But I told you everything China touches stinks, and y'all didn't want to believe me. I won't call me.
No, it wasn't China. It was Japan. One.
Was it China or Japan? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was Japan, but the fault is on fucking Ubisoft because it's like the one from Odyssey. Like, the world was so beautiful, right? Like, the world was alive. It was very beautiful. It was well done. Like, the world in fucking that they did for the last title was so fucking gray and boring. You know, it was like the Viking one. The Viking one, you played that one for a little bit, and then you were like, "Fuck this," right?
Yes.
No, but RJ, like the world was so fucking lame. It was boring. Like the world didn't feel like alive. It felt like, man, this shit stinks. It felt like I was in a fucking. It felt like I was in the middle of England on a fucking Wednesday. Like the shit was fucking gay. Like it was gray clouds everywhere, nothing but fucking rain. It was horrible.
I mean, listen, not can we just agree that not China or any Asian country shouldn't get a fucking game. Muslims, listen, any third world country shouldn't get a game. There's certain countries, sorry, you should not be qualified for Assassin's Creed. You can't. I was proven right. The Vikings shouldn't get a fucking game. Like, no, you can't do it.
Listen. Like, it could work. It's just they fuck it up. That's the problem.
No, it can't work. No, they can't. See,
Like,
no one wants to play as a dirty ass Asian. Sorry.
Listen, Japan, you can make Japan look very beautiful because like there are certain parts of it that look fucking gorgeous, but they made it look like England. Like the shit was fucking.
But still, they're going based off of what happened like millions of years ago, not now.
No, I'm not talking about the buildings or not like like the skylines. I'm talking about like the nature of it, like the way it looks. It was like, for example, the Viking one, right? It was all snow and all that shit. I get it because they're trying to, but at the same time, it's like you do know like areas like that. There are beautiful places. Like you could make a beautiful map. You don't have to.
They're trying to make it realistic. What you like, realism. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it my way. Do it the realistic way. All right, and that's what.
That's not the realistic though. Japan is not that ugly. That's the point. It's not realistic.
You know what I'm saying? Japan is fucking disgusting. Or at least back then it was. I could have sworn that was China. You sure that's Japan?
No, it was Japan.
The samurai one, right?
Yeah, the samurai one, of course, is samurais come from Japan. Now, listen, for example, China's a good location, but they'd fuck it up.
But see, let's talk about a real game. You know what I'm saying? Kaiju brought up a good point. Yo, I got crazy news. I'm getting ready to set up this game. I got Fortnite. And CEO, guess what's coming to Fortnite, CEO?
Please no. I can see it on the side.
Oh, man.
No.
Shout out to Fortnite. Curry the Cowardly Dog will be coming to Fortnite very soon, CEO. So, CEO, I want you to apologize to Fortnite and give them the W. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine taking my favorite cartoon and just bastardizing the fuck.
No, they're not bastardizing CEO. Courage the Cowardly Dog will be next to Sabrina Carpenter and Kim Kardashian and Travis Scott. And I will be buying this. Well, I don't know if I'll buy the skin, but I will be maybe buying the skin. And CEO, you just have to admit that Fortnite is the GOAT of all games. Simple.
Fortnite is just taking everything.
Extremely rare. See, even TOP is doing it. You see me?
Listen, Fortnite is taking all the fucking IPs and just taking a massive shit on it. All right. That's how I hate that. And by the way, RZ, that's how you play Fortnite? Any variety you want?
No, honestly, I haven't been really playing that many games. I've been playing Dead Island, actually.
Dead Island?
Dead Island. It's a zombie game.
Nah, we need a Sailor Moon and fuck.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, they, Kaiju, they do have a Sailor Moon out. What's those two gorillas that nigga likes?
Two gorillas?
What's the name? King Kong and the other one.
Godzilla's not a gorilla.
What the big apes that he likks? Whatever the fuck they are, I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit. They have those skins too, Kaiju. Foster. You talking about Foster? Listen, at the end of the day, bro, CEO, just admit that you're wrong. Concede, all right? Concede. That's it.
I mean, bro, it's like the game has. It's like a battle royale of all these characters going at it. Like that's what it is, bro.
And that's what the identity was always is. It's arcadey. The graphics aren't the best. I'm not complaining about that, but the movements, it's a fun game, CEO. You don't like fun games, CEO. You like to play 12-hour inning games, all right?
I mean, I like my share of fun games, but like arcadey games can be fun, but it's not Fortnite.
Fortnite is the GOAT. You know, it is what it is. Red Dead Redemption over Fortnite. You're comparing two different games, you fucking fag.
Although I agree, they are two different games.
And I love Red Dead Redemption too, but you're comparing the online game to honestly an offline game. Like the fuck? To be honest, I'm still surprised Fortnite's still irrelevant. You know why Fortnite's still relevant, TOP and CEOs? Because you know what Fortnite does that the NFL, that MLB, the show don't do? They're consistent with who they are, CEO. Unlike Dana White, he's a hypocrite. Say you don't have to like Fortnite CEO, but it's still the same game it was back in 2017.
Yeah, I agree. They're consistently goofy. I'll say that. How about that?
And you know what? That's fine. And it's amazing. You want to play these Dana White games like fucking MLB and fucking Assassin's Creed, which I like Assassin's Creed, but it's no one wants to play as a Viking and a dirty ass samurai. So that's simple, see.
I mean, first of all, the samurai is black. All right, he's not even Asian. So that's one thing.
Listen, at the end of the day, he's in fucking Japan. He's guilty by association. Get the fuck out of it. We criticize Kaiju. We can criticize this asshole.
And listen, bro. I mean, yeah, Kaiju. Go play Fortnite as a Power Ranger and go team up with fucking RJ. That'd be great.
Yeah, I actually got the Power Ranger skins too, Kaiju. You know what I'm saying?
The bro paid for Power Ranger skins. Oh my god.
It actually came with the Battle Pass, CEO. Listen, at the end of the day, CEO.
We really about to be like.
And guess what, CEO? Me and Kaiju will be teaming up as Curly the Cowardly Dog, CEO. All right.
Ours is about to be 50 years old playing this fucking.
It's beautiful, CEO. I'm waiting for like Lamar Jackson to come out and say he loves Fortnite. That will really put the fucking dagger and everything.
Listen, Fortnite is it'll go away eventually. It'll die away. All right. Eventually,
man, it's been around for a decade. Still going by strong.
The trend. There are other games that will overtake it, probably just as goofy, but I'm not against goofy games. I like goofy games that have have thematic like that. Like, for example, if you're gonna play a Courage the Cowardly Dog game, at least make it a full Courage the Cowardly Dog game and not some kind of like skin that you play in fucking like a battle royale shit or something like that.
So you don't sound like battle royale games in general. Like COD and Battlefield. You don't like those type of games.
I mean, I liked them when I was younger. I kind of liked them, but yeah, you actually make a good point. Maybe I just don't like them.
No, that's fine. You don't have to like it. That's fine, but you have to admit it's a good game. Fortnite's one of the GOATs.
Nah, it's not good game. It's gay. All right.
No. See, yo, this is why you're not wise. Prime example: Elden Ring. I don't like Elden Ring. I don't think it's a good game, but it's still successful.
If you want to say Fortnite's successful, I'm not going to argue that.
It stays true to its identity. I'll give it that. You feel me? So listen, at the end of the day, CEO will come around. His boys are coming to Fortnite. He'll be too busy in the fucking 12th inning, wasting 7 hours on MLB The Show. Me and Kaiju and Brandon will be playing as Curry the Cowardly Dog. All right.
Yeah. Good luck with Kaiju on your team. See how that works out.
You know what I'm saying? I want Kaiju on my team. That means I get lower ranks and I get out these sweaty ass fucking lobbies, bro. Come on, man. My lobbies are fucking sweaty because I've ranked up so fucking much. So I'm like getting like the 12-year-olds who are off on Easter break and shit. By the way, did you know that kids now get a whole week off for Easter? When the fuck has that ever happened?
Yeah, I don't even think we got a day off for Easter.
No, it was always on Sunday. So that's the day. Give us the day
off.
Oh.
I never heard of that. That's fucking crazy.
Hey, we wonder why the fucking school system's beyond retarded.
Wait, what did RJ do to you to take your food? What?
What did RJ do to you? Did take your food away? What? I don't even know what I said. What I say about food?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Your Master J's just fucking.
I have no idea. He's having a seizure. But Najee says SGA is gonna go from enjoying the 7th seed to KD saying enjoy Cancun to SGA back. Then day will be glorious.
Y'all niggas need to start making more sense in the comments section.
You lost me there. So you're saying the Rockets are gonna beat OKC?
Easter shouldn't be a holiday. It's about Jesus Christ being resurrected.
Both are wrong. Well, I mean, you're right. Easter shouldn't be a fucking holiday, but no, it's not about Jesus being resurrected. You know what I'm saying?
So they can sell more fucking chocolates and eggs and shit in stores or something?
Yeah, basically. It's a pagan holiday if it's in the second round. You brainwashed Kaiju. I didn't do shit to Kaiju.
Yeah, you brainwashed him towards the evil ways of fucking Fortnite. That's what you did.
Listen, at the end of the day, you know what, bro? The fact that all you peasants don't like Fortnite makes me enjoy because I don't want to be involved with the populist because the populist is
Bro,
again.
the king peasant is Kaiju, and he likes it. So there you go.
That's bullshit. The main peasant here is not even fucking here. Fucking speaking of SGA, where the fuck is little nigga at?
I don't know, maybe crying his eyes out. Did the Thunder like lose their place or something?
No, they're first place. It is what. As a matter of fact, we can end off right there. So you're looking at the NBA rankings. You feel me? Because NBA playoffs are right around the corner. We got to get our draft going for the bet. You know what I'm saying? So what I might do is I might just have me, you, and Brandon have our own Discord, and whoever Brandon draft will just announce to the other to the Discord so we can avoid all that bullshit.
Yeah, good idea.
You know what I'm saying? And TRL's officially not in it now, so it's what it is there.
Yeah, so he won't pick the fucking something whack like the fucking Hornets.
Oh shit! Shout out to TRL being
Fuck this up yet again.
Yeah, you know, one loser off. But CEO in the East, we have the Pistons, the Celtics, the Knicks, the Cavs, Hawks, and the Sixers are in the playoffs. And in the play-in, we have the Raptors, Hornets, Magic, and Heat. CEO. All right. And on contrary belief, I really, really hope the Knicks fucking lose out. Off the fact that we can play the Celtics in the third round and get the Celtics fully healthy. If the Cavs can get that third seed, I'm all for it. I will play the Hawks. Then I can get the Sixers. Man, please. Beautiful.
Hey, just in time for the Celtics to end your fucking parade.
Oh, no. You guys will have to play the Pistons. I'm just letting y'all know. So you know, y'all could beat each other up.
We're gonna beat them. We're gonna beat you, nigga. I hope you know that. When the time comes, we're gonna slap the shit out of you.
We're gonna sweep the Sixers, and you gotta deal with Kate if you guys make it past Kate Cunningham. I'm just letting y'all know.
Kate Cunningham. I ain't afraid of no Kate Cunningham. Get the fuck out.
You know what I'm saying, bro? You know, and then once y'all win that 7-game series, if you win that 7-game series, my Knicks will be rested up, ready to put belt to ass to you. All right. Hopefully Jason Tatum, doesn't tear anything. Jaylen Brown doesn't tear anything. You know what I'm saying? And we see what Jaylen Brown does in the playoffs. I can't wait for that. So third round, Knicks and Celtics, beautiful. I don't know if I think Mike Brown's resting Jalen Brunson. Yo, Cavs, can y'all just pass us, please? I really want the Hawks. But that's what it is. By the way, CEO, I'm taking 2 W's right here. What did I tell you about the Hornets and the fucking Magic, CEO?
Yeah, well, first of all, I said that the Hornets are no fucking competitors, and they're not.
All right? I said they will be a play-in. I didn't say I said they will be a play-in.
But I didn't disagree with that. I just said they're fucking irrelevant to me.
And then what I say about the Magic? I said the Magic are garbage. That Desmond Bain trade was dog shit.
I mean, the Magic are garbage. Now Mr. who loves Florida is talking about who wants to trade Paolo. So
Paolo Banchero. Yeah, we gotta watch him in the playoffs because Brandon's been on Paolo Banchero's neck. Now what's his name's on Paolo Banchero's neck? Like, what does he do? Like, I don't. Can someone in the chat? Can someone tell me what Paolo Banchero do?
I don't know because he was sucking them off a year ago. So. I could swore he was doing decent.
Why can't it be the second round, RJ? He sounds like you're no. I want it to be the conference championship so we can humiliate y'all even more, but also we can get rest by beating the Hawks in 4, by beating the Sixers in 4, and then you guys will have to go through. I want you guys to go through the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying, CEO?
Yeah, Kaju's right. Shut the fuck up, be in the finals this year. That's right.
Yeah, okay, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Final ass whooping of the Knicks, man. But these playoffs are gonna be good. Master J, you talk about what we're talking about the NBA playoffs. And in the East, CEO, we got the Thunder, Spurs, Lakers, Nuggets, Rockets, Timberwolves, and then the play-in CEO, we have the Suns, Trailblazers, Clippers, and Golden State. And actually, CEO, guess who makes their return tonight in an hour and a half, CEO? The greatest shooter of all time, Stephen Curry. Right?
Fuck that bum.
You know what I'm saying? I will say this, CEO. If Steph or Kawhi beat the Thunder in the first round, Steph, you're above Magic Johnson, and I mean that truly. I mean that truly. If you get SGA out of the playoffs in the first round, salute. Salute.
Listen, Kawhi needs to do it because Steph is a bitch. All right, and I'm not giving him any credit.
Yeah, Kawhi. I mean, I don't know, man. Listen, if Kawhi does it, that's fine. But I kind of want to see Kawhi go up against the Spurs. That's going to be a fucking Kawhi going up against his old team in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, interesting.
You know what I'm saying? That's dope. And then Nuggets, Rockets, Timberwolves. Jay, you know the truth. It's funny. They get a Jew on their fucking team. They're fucking play.
Oh, yeah. Did they get an Israeli? Like, I give a shit about them.
You know what I'm saying? He made the All-Star team CEO.
Yeah, like that wasn't forced.
Yeah, man. Listen, it is what it is, bro. Steph Curry versus Tatum, man. Neither one of them bums are going to the fucking finals. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, shout out to Tatum, who's going to get us another chip. Steph Curry can eat a dick.
You know what I'm saying? Tatum ain't doing shit. It might be, if you're talking about 2027, that's fine. After the Knicks win the fucking chip, you feel me?
Really, RJ, just abandon this gay idea of you winning shit. All right?
Yo,
when you fall flat on your face, when you fall flat on your face, I'll be right here to laugh at you. All right?
So you got to realize something. We whooped your ass the last time, all right? Just accept it.
And then lost to the Pacers, all right?
All right, that's cool. That's cool. We're not playing the Pacers. We're playing you.
Yeah, but you're going to eventually lose to some whack team, and then we're going to laugh about it like always.
First of all, the Pacers took the OKC Thunder to 7 games. They weren't whack, number one. Just saying. And number two, listen, at the end of the day, CEO, listen, bro. We're going to whoop your ass again. Your team's not even as good as last year. And CEO, you should want that, CEO. You should want that. You know why? It's because don't you want Tatum and Brown to be like, more energetic, you know what I'm saying, next year so they can go out and do. So listen, just accept the fact that New York Knicks will be holding the trophy. You, Najee, little Nig are going to have to sit here while me and Brandon gloat in your face. You know,
listen,
so it is what it is.
When we win or when you fall flat on your face, whichever happens first, all right, I'm going to need chat. I'm going to need all y'all to bring your A game, start roasting up RJ and Brandon while we sit here and laugh at this clown Knicks team, all right?
Listen, bro. Listen, y'all sound like the same team. Y'all sound like, bro, listen, it's the same thing last year. Everybody was like, oh, Knicks suck last year, whatever. We made it to the conference championship, all right? So, in this year, we're going to make it to the finals. It sounds like you guys are scared. I'm going to keep it real with y'all.
Hey, we've been there and done that shit. We're just waiting to eliminate you to get our second trip to the finals.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, bro, y'all just scared. You know, the Celtics fan. I mean, look at the consistency. I got Brandon and YTC. You got Najee and Kaiju. Come on, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm carrying them, all right? And so it's going to be good enough.
But you know what? You got to carry them. Just like Jason Tatum had to carry that sorry-ass Celtic team. But guess what? I got real teammates. I got Brandon and YTC on my squad. I got Rick Fist Vegas on my squad.
You got Brandon. You got Brandon. That's bad enough, all right?
But listen, Brandon's a good player. YTC's a franchise guy. He's on my team. And Fizz Vegas, he's a franchise guy. They're on my team. You got Najee and Kaiju.
Old niggas screaming at the wall, all right?
Listen, you got Kaiju, all right? You got fucking Najee. Like, come on, bro. Hey, he says, no, I'm going to carry CO when the Knicks get bounced in the most humiliating ways. See, there's already tension. Najee thinks he's carrying you, bro. Come on.
So Najee's delusional. He's just, listen, at the end of the day, we got the best fans, all right?
That bullshit.
We're going to be celebrating at the end of the year, and we're going to mock you and say bing bong or where the fuck you say right back at you when we win.
CEO, have fun going up against the Pistons, you know what I'm saying? Listen, CEO, you just got to accept the fact that, the Knicks are going to win. I don't even think y'all getting past the second round, to be honest with y'all.
Huh.
I don't think y'all getting past the second round. I think y'all some fake-ass niggas. Jaylen Brown's a bum. I'm trying to tell y'all, this dude Jaylen Brown's a fraud. I can smell this nigga from a mile away. He's a fraud. He will be getting locked up. Jason Tatum's literally going to have to score 100 points for y'all to win.
Listen, Brown has evolved. You just have to deal with him, all right?
Okay, bro. It's 10 years later he evolved. Okay, bro.
He's enlightened now, all right?
Because Najee, we're falling to the 4th seed. That's why. That's why, bro. I mean, unless y'all play the Cavs, then, it is what it is there. But listen, CEO, is there any last words you want to say before a couple weeks from now your Boston Celtics are eliminated, humiliated?
Hey, listen, Kaju and Naja, get your A game because when we win, you're gonna have to sit here and roast the fuck out of everybody while we laugh at Brandon and RJ. You don't worry, RJ's not even gonna say anything. RJ's gonna sit there writing the script for his video about how much he hates the Knicks.
You know what I'm saying? No, you guys aren't. Yes, we can. Bro, all right. Najee, I'm not going to argue basketball with you. I'm not going to argue basketball with a Celtics fan. You know what I'm saying? But until next week, everybody, peace.